Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Give me 2 seconds and I'll be with you all. Hope you're all well. It's supposed to be me and one other crew member. However, one other crew member is currently out shopping, apparently. I will get things started and then hopefully he'll join me soon. Why are they in the off position? Okay, probably because there's been a turnaround. Right, let's put those there. And then go and have a quick look through the panel. Thanks for some donations that came through. I'm not too sure if they were caught on the last one, but I've got them printed off, so thank you for those. And we're back at World Night 2020, it seems, as it's pitch black at night once again. Is that a real plane? So it's a simulator, but it's made up of real-world parts from aircraft. So retired aircraft that are no longer needed by airlines. They would either go into scrap or could become something like this. So it's a collation of different pieces from all different aircraft across the world that have retired and put together into the simulator. So we're leg 2028 this morning. Yes, it is this morning still. And we're flying out of Little Rock, KLIT, or lovingly called KLIT. No. And we are up to Toronto Pearson, CYYZ, which I'm looking forward to. If you missed it last night, Johnny and I were in the hot seat for a trip to Toncontin and Mexico City, which was absolutely phenomenal fun. A really, really, really good laugh, and Johnny nailed the approach. Here we go. So we're expecting fuel on board. I've added another 10s on, so 37.7, so I'm going to round that up to 38. And the estimated time en route for today's trip up to Toronto is 1 hour and 55 minutes, and we are ready to board. Crew details. I mean, I'm going to put Horgy's name in there, but he's not here. So for the moment, you'll just have to put up with me. Whoops. That is fine. And then I need to wait for that to align. I've got a GPS position, so I can pop that in. And hopefully that will all come to life. We are live, mate. Yes. Hello. Oh, you alright? Good. There we go. Horgy's here. No rush, mate. Goody gumdrops. Horgy is back. Timed it perfectly, I think. So we've got 7 minutes until alignment on there. So we're in no rush. So I can chill and chat for a bit, actually, because we're in no rush to get out. I don't know if we're logged in on the VATSIM network. I can't see any of the traffic, and I can't hear anybody. Who have we got? Call me Maggette. Is that correct? Thank you very much for the Prime sub. A very good morning to you. My nodding of understanding. Yes, correct. Yeah. All good. Hello. And then Twinjet gifting us up to Luke. Thank you very much for the 11th gifted sub. Hello, sir. Good morning. Don't forget your muff. Yes, there are more, I think, above where their spare bulbs are. Good evening to you from Melbourne. Good evening. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play the game. Where's everybody tuning in from, folks? Where are we all tuning in from? No, I didn't want to ask you about films matching folks, Siri. Go away. Your bedroom, good. Cardiff, Copenhagen, Madrid, Bristol. Bristol. Bristol's alright if you go to the alright areas of it.
Right, tidily ho.
Hello, sir. Sorry.
I apologise for my tardiness. I had to go shopping for dinner for this evening. So
well, what have we got for this evening?
Honey roast gammon with parsley sauce and mustard mash.
My goodness, that sounds incredible.
So I've been to the butcher's because I had to pick up the gammon, you see. Hence being slightly out of breath.
No, all good, mate. No, we're in no rush. There was obviously a long turnaround, so
yeah,
they've switched off the IRSs, so I'm just waiting for those to align.
6 minutes. Oh, we got loads of
Yeah,
time.
all I've done is the flight in it. I've not done weather or anything like that, just to get some stuff in there. But
Right.
that's it, really.
Otherwise, you've been sitting here like this.
Yeah, that's correct. I have
Just
been looking, counting.
Waiting.
No, I mean I'd sat down. I think about a minute before you came in.
Oh,
so
that's okay.
Yeah. No. My only question is whether we're logged in onto the VATSIM network, because it looks decidedly quiet here and sounds decidedly quiet
Would
as
you
well.
like me to make inquiries?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if I can access VNC, but yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah, because that will save you a trip.
Let's have a look. Network error, no. Let's do connect. Let's do connect. Go. Don't need our PDC from Orlando anymore.
Negative.
Oh, there's some aeroplanes over there now. Let's get that there, flight plan filed.
How's it going with the gym? If I'm allowed to ask, you look great. That's very kind of you, Matthias, considering that I don't remember the... well, no, I haven't been to the gym for a little while. I'll admit. Ah, there we go. I see traffic now.
Yes, ground 121.9, you've got it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, gym, it's been kind of hit and miss, especially with lockdown stuff. I was kind of hesitant to go to the gym too much, I'll be honest with you. But I'm trying to be eating clean. So even if...
Your body's a temple. Is that what you're trying to say?
That wasn't quite the line I was going for, but whatever you say, Horgy, yeah. Do I stand up? No, very rarely, as my watch keeps reminding me.
Chewwy walks around the house, he's got like a permanent hunch.
Oh, my posture is terrible. Good morning, James. How you doing, mate?
Briley, hello to you. Briley. It has no star charts, has a 1 SID departure, that's okay. Airport, here's your weather, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, there's a donation here on the top as well, which is much more important than the weather. So I'll tell you what, there's the weather for you, and I'll read the donation. It's from Dennis from INI Simulations. Thank you very much. £10. Lots of love to the whole team. I like these charity events. Well, Dennis, no, thank you. And I imagine Dennis is part of the INI Simulations team, judging by his nickname.
Yep.
So thank you very much for your very generous... INI Simulations, was that?
Cabin Service Director Clive Winston speaking. I am sorry to trouble you during this flight, but we would ask you at this point to observe
INI builds, yeah, INI builds to do the A300, correct.
Thank you for your, that's what I was thinking. Thank you for your generous donation.
Thank you, Dennis, a name I definitely recognise. Good to see you. And thank you again for supporting us with the giveaways. We've been talking all about the A300 and its little lovely quirks for the last few days with the giveaways for it.
So are we doing a giveaway on this sector as well?
Yeah, I've selected to do a TFDI Pack X product, which I'll explain about if needed in a little while. But yeah, we are doing another giveaway. Should we say any donation? It doesn't really matter what the amount is, so you can enter as many times as you like. Usually people like to donate £5 or more to enter into a giveaway kind of thing, but because we're starting off and still somewhat waking up, although it is almost midday, we'll say... any donation. Sorry, sir, I completely forgot to read. Did the ATIS show what runway for departure?
No, because there is no VATSIM ATIS and it's calm as well, which doesn't really help.
No, that doesn't really help at all.
Oh, apparently you're flying. Oh, I am not required.
Where does it say that?
Someone in the chat says, Chewwy's flying, whoop whoop.
It's not just me. Horgy's a man as well.
I'm a man.
I don't even know where we're parked.
On the ramp. That's what I said before. Oh, there's a big sign out there.
22 right for departures, 22 left for arrival on the last flight. Cool, right, well, we'll go with that one.
The big number on the wall.
Yes, but the problem is that on the... no, sorry, it was covered by Twitch chat. I blame Twitch chat. It was in the bottom right-hand corner of the chart, but it was covered by Twitch chat.
So what runway do we say?
22 right.
22 right for departure.
Yeah.
Coming right up, sir. 026.
And there are no SIDs here.
There's your weather back again.
Thank you. Looking forward to this flight, actually.
I always look forward to flying. I am in a good place at the moment.
Good. So, did you see ground 1219 we've got on? Double check and just see if we've got something. Ground speed 47 Charlie, radio check. Ah. We don't believe we've got audio, my sunny Jim.
Try again.
Ground speedbird 47 Charlie, radio check.
No, the TX is not lighting up. Stand by, let me.
Okie dokie, mate. We're in no rush at all. Thanks, Delta. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'll try and get the thing working again so that works. So we've got, oh, Dennis, yeah, there we go. There was a £20 donation. Was that on top of the one we had earlier? £20 all for charity. Dennis, thank you so much again, my dude. Then Buddy with £10. My dream is flying. Have a nice flight. Thank you very much, Buddy. And then Luke as well, £3. £3 to a great cause. Finally got a chance to watch one of the Worldflight streams. Have fun and stay safe from Twin Jet 5 Lima Sierra. Have a safe trip. Thank you very much indeed, my dude, for the very kind donation as well. A warm welcome to you all tuning in. Give me a second and I'm going to press a magic button. Roger. And I need to arm the emergency exit lights as well because they were not armed. Roger, so we're deploying a Gary for audio. We're in no rush, so all is well. And hopefully we can get him to help us out. How are we doing on performance stuff? Okay, cool. So where were we then? So if it's 2-2 right for departure, oh, that's nice and easy. So we'll push back nose right and then probably go Juliet and then Foxtrot. Great. Centre is opening in a few. Great. I need to head off to work. Yeah, no worries, Dennis. Thanks so much again, my dude. That's really appreciated. Right, hopefully now, guys, donations... donations will actually trigger the alerts again over that amount. Sometimes you just need to do the fire overheat test and it seems to pick it up. Hey Scott, how are we doing? Are we flying on Unicom? Can't see any central line. Apparently they're just coming on in a few minutes now. Our scheduled deporter is in 15 minutes, so they should be here. It's pretty snappish. Who broke the alert? Sometimes it just faffs. Ah, I hear audio. Horgy, if you're listening, I can hear.
74778. Ready for IFR clearance.
And I've not got an ATIS either.
Express 7523 ready for taxi.
Reykjavik, after the Cheese and Wine Symposium, which I accidentally called a Cheese and Wine exorcism yesterday, no, all is good. I think they're planning on even doing it again tonight.
Departure frequency is 119.5, squawk 1346.
Clear to Toronto as filed. Climb maintain 4000. Expect flight level 390.
Yeah, all good, mate. We're on.
10 minutes after departure. Departure is 119.5, squawk 1346. Qantas 7478 heavy.
Green Jet 219, holding short on Bravo.
I'm sure lots of water was drank before bed. I don't think so.
Twin Jet 219, I'm getting that for you right away. And break. Qantas 478 heavy, reback quick runway 22 right, call taxi.
Job set.
Okay.
We are the dulcet tones once more.
Ground, good morning, Tom Jet 1 Victor Bravo, stand 478.
Yes, it does sound good, doesn't it?
Oh dear.
Oh, that doesn't,
Tom
yes.
Jet 1 Victor Bravo.
Okay, we can fix that, but...
Low rock ground, cleared to Toronto as filed. Maintain
Perth
4000.
VNAV unavailable.
Expect flight level 370,
yeah.
We haven't done the perf in it, that's all.
Frequency
Yeah.
119.5.
Yeah, we haven't done critical data yet, so...
Right, so I'm back with you now. What do we need to do?
So critical data is the first thing we need to do, I think.
Okie doke.
Sound Jet 1 Victor Bravo, read back, correct runway 22 right, call for taxi.
Okay.
Wrap the passengers in as well.
Ground, Omni Express 7523, looks taxi.
Omni Express 7523, runway 22.
Right, I'm ready.
Right.
Okay,
taxi
critical
via hotel
data.
back
So I have 0 fuel weight today of
Okay.
218.0,
8.0.
and reserves are
contact,
8.8.
Larak Tower
8.8.
Yep.
I've got gross weight of 256 tons.
Yep, that's pretty much bang on, and we've got takeoff performance here for 257 or 255, and they're exactly the same either way.
Okay.
Great, that's fine. So select a temp of 61. Surprise, surprise. And then we'll go climb 1, I think.
Runway
Flat 20 as always.
Flat 20.
CG is 25.
25.
And then the speeds are 133,
Yeah.
133,
Yeah.
and 146.
And 146.
Runway 22.
Acceleration.
Yeah, 1,000, go for it.
940
Rock and roll with that.
Tower 4187.
That's all in. And what did we say? 146 you've done up there.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Tower 1187.
Good, and then I'll try and get some clearance.
I am all ears, sir.
4050. I don't know if you forgot about us. I know you're busy.
Ground, g'day, Neptune 1-1 Whiskey.
One of the
Sounds a bit
team.
busy. Hey, donation coming through. That's still not.
You're
Do this just to see.
What's the
That apparently fixes the donation thing coming through, but I'm not too sure if it has.
I know it doesn't work on the ground.
So
yes,
could be
I
that.
think that might be it. Andrew, £5. Keep up the good work, chaps. It's quite up ahead. No ATC online. Oh. We might have to deploy Matt Weddle.
I think departure's online. It's just whether they're centre. But somebody said in the chat that centre's coming on. So
Yeah, we should have a centre, so if not, we'll wake Fraser up and he'll do it.
14 is ready for taxi to right.
and I'm sure he'll be more than happy.
You did the
Who was that
bounce,
on
I
taxi?
did that. We just wait for social set, really. Simon should be here imminently.
SL 7414, runway 22 right, taxi via Juliet Fox.
I'm gonna try and get in.
My Juliet Box, taxi, Aldi Point, runway 22 right, FL 7414.
Ground. Good morning, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Clearance, please, to Toronto.
Speedbird 47 Charlie. Stand by.
Yep, that's us.
Ground, Antonov 28, request taxi 22 right.
Antonov.
Enter is
28,
logging in now.
Runway 22
Now,
right.
immediately.
Alpha, Bravo, hold short for left on Bravo.
Alpha Bravo, hold short 4 left, Antonov 22, approaching 28.
My departure.
Speedbird 47
Rockers 121, request taxi, runway 22 right.
Maintain 4,000, expect flight level to
A donation from Twinjet 4, £5. Enjoy the sunrise flights, gents. Thank you very much. That's going to put you in the draw to win a TFDI.
Speedbird 47 Charlie cleared to Toronto. Apologies we missed the first start of that. Initial climb 4,000 feet. Expect 370 degrees 370 minutes after departure. Initial climb 4,000 feet. Squawk code 1301.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, repeat correct runway 22 right, call for taxi.
22 right will call for taxi. Speedbird 47 Charlie. I mean, I missed the start of it.
Going
but-
4,000 feet,
Yeah.
then, I guess. 1301.
Cool. That is great. Okay, my departure brief page on the planning portal isn't wanting to load for me for some reason. But let's just do a very quick brief, just because I'm not usually familiar with this airport.
Yeah.
So no SID out of here, so we're expecting straight out runway heading. Departure's 119.5.
Yeah.
And I imagine they'll give us radar vectors to the first waypoint, which is Rustler, which is about 140 miles away. It doesn't sound too crazy busy at the moment, nothing too much going on the ground. So hopefully will be a nice steady flow. We're parked on stand 10,
Yeah.
and so looking at the ground maps for me, it's going to be a pushback with the nose to the right, and then I imagine we'll be out via the apron, Juliet, and then right on Foxtrot to the holding point 22 right.
Sounds reasonable.
It's a 2,500 metre runway today.
Yep.
We're pretty darn light, so that's going to be of no concern to us whatsoever.
Yep.
We've selected a 1,000 foot acceleration. So should we do the flat 10 jobby?
As in you want me to-
1,000 feet,
yeah.
yeah, and then accelerate at 4,000. I like
Yep.
doing it. It's
Yep.
fun, different. What else of note have we got here? MSA is not really too much of a concern. It's 3,300 the whole way round. If we start to approach 4,000 without getting further climb, I'll probably take out the auto throttle to stop the throttles trying to go through the roof and put us into space.
Yeah.
An hour and 55-minute flight time. We don't know what the altimeter is, so we're going to need to get that before we go because it's not on any ATIS or anything.
It was on the weather.
Was it on the weather? Oh, it was a PSX one, so... Okay, it's got 3029er, so we'll go with that for now unless we're corrected.
Yeah, the airport elevation is 266 and this is giving 260, so that's about right.
Yeah, perfect. Any questions, or are you happy with an anti-FAF briefing?
I am happy with an anti-FAF briefing.
I thought you might be.
Schnurdo, I feel alright, surprisingly okay actually. I think it's because when we got in, we sat on the sofa and ate more cheese, and that kind of helped me out. Cheese doesn't affect me the same way that Gary does. Buddy93, is it possible to buy shirts from you again this year to express even more support? We have a supply issue with shirts, which is a bit of a shame. But obviously we've got the rest of the merch. We've got the key rings, and we've got cups, and we've got pens. And we've got your donation in the pot as well.
Supplier issues to the extent we don't have this year's ones yet.
They will be arriving shortly.
Roger, shortly. Good morning, Peter. Was that a Dudink I heard? Is that a Simon joining us?
Good morning.
Good morning, Simon. Oh, shall I fiddle with the
I'm going
cams?
to go away and come back again because I've just realised I need to restart Discord as an administrator, otherwise it'll all go very wrong.
Oh, okay,
Roger.
fair enough.
No problem. Yeah, we'll switch over to that. Gary was a tired doing his red eye today. I bet he was.
Yes, he was very tired. That one, I think.
Getting ready to do flight FS Labs JetBlue Retro. Ooh, nice. To Bermuda you're off to, Josh. Very nice.
See if Simon has appeared. No, it's not that one. It must be this one. Oh, he has appeared.
There we go. Hello.
Hello. Right, well, you're probably going to disappear and reappear very shortly, but hold on.
Hey, Aaron, we have a Simon. Good.
Hold on. Yeah, right, he's back.
How are we all this morning?
All very well,
So that's
mate.
the front cam with Simon, or do we want the rear cam with
Should
Simon?
we do the rear cam with
That's the
Simon?
one
I
I
think,
was
yeah, I
trying
think,
to
I think
do, and-
people prefer the rear cam with.
Yeah, let's see if that's going to work.
Oh, the sun's rising. I'm actually going to see some blue skies
Oh, wow, that
this
looks
week.
ace.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful on departure. That's going to be really beautiful on departure.
Yes, there we go. That is working.
Well, hello to you.
Good morning, Simon. Yes, right. We're cooking on gas now.
So when you're ready, a pre-flight checklist would be lovely. Thank you.
Pre-flighting checklist. Inspection and security.
Completed.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Flight instruments.
Heading 185 and altimeter 3029 are indicating 260.
Parking brake.
Is set.
Fuel control switches.
Cutoff.
PFD.
Is 146 Toga VNAV 4000.
Takeoff speeds.
133, 133 and 146.
TDU pre-flight.
Complete.
Taxi and takeoff brief.
The only thing that I've left off of that is that at 400 I'll ask if you can just select a roll mode just because we're on heading select.
Very good.
But apart from that, if you've not got any questions, that's complete as well.
I have no questions whatsoever.
Great.
Oh, we're going completely going in completely the wrong direction, aren't we?
Yes.
2-2 right that way, so we have to come back on ourselves. Righty ho.
Tower 1187 is already in there for you, and you know departure's 1195.
Marvellous.
Doors are closed, so we're almost ready to pressurise, I'd say.
Yes.
Get the APU rocking and rolling.
I will start to the APU, Captain.
Hello, Plagiato. Hello, Rigo Inferno. Nice to see you all.
How are you today, Simon? I've not spoken to you this week.
I am very good, thank you. I've had I've had a small amount of sleep. So last night I was obviously watching your excellent exploit into 2020, and also CNN at the same time.
Sleep is for the weak.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How was Tom
So I had a
Compton?
little,
Tom Conson was phenomenal. Johnny absolutely
was
nailed it.
Oh, excellent.
yeah,
Absolutely
very well
nailed
done.
it.
Oh, the instructor is saying yes as well, so that's high praise indeed.
Yeah.
You know, if
probably-
Simon approves, you've done well.
I think I probably configured a little bit earlier on the approach than I needed to, but I mean,
but
it
that's
made no
fine.
real
Configuring
difference.
early is
Yes.
better than configuring late.
Exactly, that's my ethos.
Yes. Would you like to explain about configuring late, Horgy?
Did I do something wrong?
No, it was just, you know, I don't know. Sort of, you know, how would you rate your approach into Mexico City? Well, actually, Gary's approach.
Yes, exactly. Well, I can't really remember too much about yesterday's approach into Mexico City. Was the configuration, we were fully configured though, flap 30?
Yeah, I think, yeah, just about.
Just about.
4058,
I will, I will
left.
review the footage while saying Hail Marys and flagellating myself, so if it was bad.
Air Canada 4058.
Should we ask the nice man on the ground if we're clear to pressurise, Horgy?
Yes.
Hello, lovely man on the ground.
Hello, is that me?
That is you, Simon, although I'm not too sure if you've got control of these things. But can you just confirm all doors are closed and if we're clear to pressurise, please?
You are clear to pressurise. I can't actually get in to drive anything,
That's okay.
weirdly.
We can just pretend that you are then.
Yes, we could do that. I did the doors, so I shall pressurise the hydraulics.
Neptune 1-1 Whiskey, push the stairs at your own discretion, call me for taxi.
Do you think I remember you were eating dessert on short fireman to Mexico City? Yes, yeah.
Oh, I see,
Yeah,
yes.
that's-
Oh, that's weird. Ah, sorry, yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I understand.
Cool.
Right, oh yes, I do. The courses were a little bit late from the kitchen, weren't they?
And then before start checklist, please.
Before start checklist says flight deck door.
Closed and locked.
Passenger side.
On.
Beacon.
Is both.
Transponder.
Is auto off and 1301.
Before start checklist complete.
Thank you very much.
748 contact.
So we can push at our own discretion and then call for taxi.
Right.
So shall I ask the nice man on the ground if we're good to go?
Yeah.
Lovely man on the ground who might or might not have control.
Hello, it's
Hello
the
there.
lovely man on the ground. How's the lovely men in the flight deck?
The lovely men on the flight deck are all ready to go with this beautiful sunrise. So push back please with nose to the right.
Very good. So all holds and hatches are closed. We are clear behind and we're ready to push. Release parking brake, please.
Parking brakes are released. Hope this works.
Very good.
Didn't last night.
Yeah, you will have to do it yourself, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, it's whether it works on the CDU because last night on the CDU it did not have fun.
I can drive. I can be a backseat driver if you want, just temporarily.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, stand by.
And we'll see if it works. Shall I set parking brakes? That thing's, yeah, it's faffing.
Sunwing 6, Julie Delta over to Tower 187.
187, Sunwing 6, Jet Delta, see ya.
Was that just called up for departure from the ramp?
Ozone 308, F45 Bravo.
So, whilst Horgy is just driving, what are we giving away today, Chewwy?
We are going to be giving away, Simon, a copy of TFDI's Pack X. TFDI Pack X, which is basically like a passenger immersion bit of software. So, you know, one thing that's missing with flight simulation is that you can be in the cockpit as the pilot, but you don't really get that sense of there actually being passengers on board your flight a lot, and so this helps with that. Josh with a £1 donation, happy to collaborating to great charity. Also, 8 to go for pen and cup. Roger that, Josh. Thank you, mate. Yeah, parking brake is... Thank you, Josh, again. Parking brake set.
Heavy over to Tower 187.
18.7 for
Doesn't like it, does it?
Thanks very much, sir. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Victor Bravo, same for you over to Tower 187.
Tower 18.7, Sunjet 1, Victor Bravo.
Brakes are released.
Oscar Alpha November 308.
Yeah, it was really messing up last night in Mexico. Should we just start up on stand and just call? I'll just call ground and say we can only taxi off stand.
Yeah.
Right, if I set parking brakes then, and man on the ground, we're very disappointed with your efforts to push us back, but are we clear to start engines?
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
He's buggered off.
Yes, you are clear to start all engines.
Lovely, thank you.
American 331
So 3 and 4 coming.
American 3315.
Hey Tim!
Runway
Is this Microsoft Flight Sim 2020? So we're actually using 2 different simulators at the moment. The aircraft itself is the Aerowinx PSX 747-400.
Aerowinx.
Aerowinx, as I called it. and then we use prepared version 4 for the visuals. We're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator tab though on Twitch, as this is where we gather as a flight simulator community. No matter what simulator we're playing, we're a relatively small community on the grand scheme of things on Twitch, and so we all just huddle together. Microsoft Flight Sim have no trouble with anybody using this category though, even if it's not their exact simulator. Got to cut out 3 and 4.
Demand 4 associated.
Yeah, Tim. Well, there are certain things that I mean, actually, at the moment, I can't control, but there are certain things that I can control from from my location, and obviously in the actual flight deck, you know, the full instructor station is there, yeah.
So we use P3D just for the visuals out the window. That's it. We don't use it for anything else but the visuals. The aircraft is the simulator. Yeah.
Someone just took off out the window.
Whee!
Look. I don't know if they're trolling or if there's some sort of issue going on, or I don't really know. Interesting.
Well, they're having fun whatever they're doing.
Correct. Very nice. I do like this sunrise.
I'm so excited to actually see blue skies.
Have you been doing a lot of night flying?
I've only seen the blue skies in Adelaide and Sydney, to put it into perspective, yeah.
Hydraulic pressure demand 1 associated.
Checked. And started cut out 1 and 2 as well. Good. There we go.
Have you pushed?
Please.
We have not pushed.
We've not been able to push. Because
Very good. I was very confused from it.
yeah, no, it's faffing. Right, I'm going to have a wiggle.
Wiggle.
American 3315, confirm now to the right.
Coming back.
Patosh, thank you very much.
3315, affirmative. It is going to be
yes, thank you. Me
Vibe,
yes, we do. I will provide details shortly.
For taxi, flight controls.
Checked.
Anti-ice.
Auto.
Recall.
Is checked. Fuel tank eng.
Oh, that's me, isn't it? I forgot to do that.
Okay.
Auto brake.
Is RTO.
Flaps.
R20 selected.
Ground clearance.
Well, he's not here to help us, so he's not seen, but he is seen.
Taxi checks complete.
And ground speedbird 47 Charlie, the man on the ground hasn't woken up, so we're going to need to taxi off stand if possible. Oh, don't tell me audio's gone again.
Well, Tim,
I haven't heard anything for a sec, so it might...
Charlie, that is approved. You can taxi from the stand, runway 22 right, taxi via Juliet Fox.
Juliet Fox to 22 right, speedbird 47 Charlie, thanks for that.
As you briefed.
Okay.
I realised something.
What's that?
I can hear ATC now, so someone's obviously...
yes, Gary has sorted it.
Excellent.
3315. Contact tower.
Right, everybody just close your eyes for the next 5 seconds or so. We're not going through another aircraft or through the terminal building.
It's all a dream.
It is. Unfortunate.
Oh no, the urn! Sorry. Get a little bit excitable here.
Good effort.
Oh look, where we are. I knew it was a dream.
Yeah, and unfortunately our pushback software is not awake yet, shall we say. Are we just clear on your right there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's having a few issues, so unfortunately taxi off stand is required today. I think when we get to Toronto we'll try and see if we can find somewhere where maybe a pushback isn't necessary.
Got a stupid song in my head now. Wiggle, wiggle.
Can I open your eyes now? Yes, I can confirm you are allowed to all open your eyes again.
And look where we are. As if by magic, we're on taxiway Juliet, precisely where we wanted to be.
Yep, I'm not going to rush with the taxi whatsoever. We've got to wait for the cabin and stuff. And the final load sheet as well.
Second 3315 over the tower, 1187.
There's the Britannia 767 off on their way.
And New Zealand 1022, tower 1187.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah, Tim, the interesting thing actually with PSX is that because it is so powerful and so good in terms of how it works over a network, it probably would be possible to fly the sim remotely. Obviously, you know, none of the switches or anything would work in the operate in the flight deck, which would get very confusing very quickly. But it probably could be done.
That would be interesting in a way, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Horgy, this looks stunning.
It's lovely, isn't it? I have to work out what Gary's done with the shaders.
Yeah. I think it's. I think it might be Rex and things. I'm not too sure.
47 Charlie over the tower. 1187. Have a nice one.
118.7, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Thank you for your service.
For your service.
Thank you for your service.
On the pedestal, Tim. I'll just let them talk to the man.
Oh, I'm just going to monitor for now.
Oh, very good. On the pedestal is the urn of joy, the pot of pleasure into which your donations go, so that we can draw a winner for our prize, which on this sector is TFDI Pack X, regardless of what Nightbot might be saying at the moment. I can't get in to change it at the moment, but someone hopefully will. So that's where we draw where we will draw the winner from. Try and talk right. Where we will draw the winner from at the end of the sector.
So, Horgy, do you have much experience in Little Rock, KLIT?
No, my KLIT experience is very minimal, actually.
Oh, really, Simon?
Yeah, I've never operated on or around the KLIT.
No.
Yeah, no, me neither.
It's the first time for me as well, actually,
Yeah.
weirdly enough.
I've done flights before, and I've always been heading there, and it's one of these places I can never seem to find.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's quite small, and you wouldn't see it unless you really knew what you were looking for.
Oh, I heard the last crew, they tickled the runway as they came in. Apparently it was quite a good landing. So,
oh, really? Soft and gentle, always the best approach with the KLIT.
Correct.
Yes. Oh, no.
I mean, obviously this airport hasn't been chosen purely for its ICAO code.
Definitely not. Gary would never do something quite so
why
juvenile.
People would suggest something like that.
No, I'm sure he chose Bill and Hillary Clinton International Airport on the basis that it's the morning after the US election.
However, it was pure chance that I got rostered onto a flight that had a bumhole departure on it.
3315, flighting 250, 22 right, clear takeoff.
That's Weddell.
It is.
Weddell Tower, hello, Speedbird 47 Charlie, we're in the sequence.
So 47 Charlie, hello, behind the West Atlantic, line up 22 right in sequence.
Behind the West Atlantic, 737-800 next generation, bulk cargo freighter, line up away in sequence, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
I think it's Boeing converted freighter.
Oh, smart ass. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one.
Marty P points out that Bill and Hillary Clinton International Airport is not a market that Virgin has penetrated yet.
I didn't hear. What did the Neptune guys say? Something I didn't hear what they said.
No, I didn't hear.
We should fly to Vilnius in Lithuania, which is known as the G spot of Europe. Hard to find, but when you do, it's amazing. We haven't really ever done sort of Lithuania, Estonia, Worldflight. That would be, do you know what, that would be very nice to go to.
I'd love to do, Ukraine have got some really good ATC. I've only ever flown into Ukraine once or twice on VATSIM, but the ATC was very good.
Yeah.
So I think like places like that would be really good fun. I don't know if it's been done before, but Baku in Azerbaijan, because that's a big 7-4 hub with Silkway West and things. I think I think it has been done actually before. I think it was 2018 it might have been done, Baku, actually, come to think of it.
What's the capital of Lithuania? Is it Kaunas? No, it's Vilnius, isn't it?
Yes.
When you're ready, Horgy, before takeoff checklist, please.
Before takeoff checklist says final load sheet.
Has been acknowledged.
And the flaps.
20.
And the trim.
4.0 and 00 everywhere else.
And the takeoff briefing.
Is updated.
And runway speed, Zeepa VNAV.
146, Zeepa 152, VNAV set on the window and on the screen.
And cabin report.
Has been received,
it has.
maybe? Yep, good. Yep, has been received.
Last but not least, the transponder is in.
Is Terrar or above, auto and 1301 all there. Lovely.
So yes, the ATC is all provided by VATSIM, so it's real people sat there and controlling real people flying their sim.
Real people, real planes. Have a chance.
What do we think of the West Atlantic livery? Are we a fan?
I really like it,
I quite
actually.
like it.
I know who was involved with the design of that as
Oh,
well. One of
really?
my friends, yes. He did a number of concepts.
Somebody's awake this morning.
Far too much enthusiasm at this hour.
It feels a lot earlier than 12:15. I think that's
It
'cause
does.
of the late night. Right, okay.
Off we go.
Lights, please, sir, if you don't mind.
Departure 19.5.
So I can see what I'm doing.
Turn that down a bit, but it doesn't look like it works.
I can turn the storm light off.
Ah, that's why it doesn't work. How's that? Can you all see us still? Clear on the right.
Probably don't want to see me, so.
Oh, you do yourself a disservice, sir.
What's really nice is that obviously, like, this is the quietest I think so far for Worldflight 2020 that I've seen in terms of airports, but it's still a nice steady flow. It's, there's still a good amount of traffic.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, flighting 190, 22 right, clear takeoff.
Heading 190, cleared takeoff, 22 right, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep. Timing.
Take off.
Afternoon air time.
Neptune 11 Whiskey,
Awesome.
departure 19.5, g'day.
Departure 19.5, hope you enjoyed that one, Neptune 11 Whiskey.
Everyone's doing good.
$80 knots. Checked.
All stations, Little Rock, altimeter 3030.
Correct. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up, please.
Gear up. Whee!
Let's swing her out nice and early. And make our way lovingly out of CLIT. And heading
400
select, please.
feet.
Thank you.
Heading
77
select.
fly heading 290, 22 right, clear takeoff.
Bus ref, VNAV speed.
Sorry, repeat, heading for Takeoff 77?
Takeoff 77 heading 290, 22 right, clear takeoff.
Heading 290
OJ, and I can't recall actually if when Gary's next in the sim, if you catch him, I'm sure he will tell you all about the
7 Charlie. See ya!
screen warping.
0.
Flap 10, please.
Lap 10, and do you want me to intervene?
Yes, please.
Departure, a very good morning. Speedbird 47 Charlie, 2100, climbing 4000, heading 190 degrees.
Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy, Little Rock departure, radar contact, good morning. Turn left heading 090.
Left turn, heading east. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
And Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb maintain 15,000. Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy. 15.
Thank you. Off we go. Look at that view, folks. I hope you can see it out the window.
Neptune 11 Whiskey, clear.
I'll try and take an action shot of you.
Yeah, oh, that would be amazing if you could.
Neptune 11 Whiskey.
Oh, thank you, Peter.
Look out there again. Look out the window. There you go. No, you look like you're being concentrating and all that.
For once.
For once. Right, so we're through 3,000 feet AGL now.
Plug up, please.
Plug up. Oh, I can just press it in, can't I?
Yeah. There's the airport. Off we go.
Off we go.
Flap 5, please.
Flap 5. What's Fly Elise?
I think that's the warping software.
Oh, yes, you're quite correct. Adam Arkley is here.
Lapped one.
That's one.
What a view, absolutely.
It's very pretty, isn't
It's absolutely. It's romantic mode, as Peter would call it.
Yes.
Which is appropriate when you're flying out of CLIT.
I'm glad we are both here to share it together, Captain.
Oh, it's time for hand washing, so what do we say? Sanitation stations!
Well, I mean, there's one way to be knocked back and there's one way to be knocked back, isn't there? So...
Right, this is going to be fun. Let's do this whilst not having the autopilot in. This is not approved flying technique.
Yes, it is. You are well trimmed.
About, yeah. Lovely.
Speedway 47 Charlie Heavy, fighting 050, enable proceed direct to Rustler.
Director Rustler and heading 050, Speedway 47 Charlie.
Just bring that nose down so we can...
Rustler.
Flaps up when you're ready, please.
Flaps up, I'm always ready. There we go. See, see, I'm the professional. Like, even though Chewwy spurned my advances, I'm still helping him fly the planes.
Ah, you cutie.
Left a prezi for you in Facebook Messenger, James. Oh, goody. I wonder what it could
very
be.
romantic.
Yeah, that is. See, at least someone appreciates me.
And then when you're ready, after takeoff checklist, please.
Certainly. Here it comes. After takeoff checklist. And to the line. Landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up.
Aircon and press.
We are pressurizing.
And that's to the line.
Thank you.
Speedway 47 Charlie Heavy, contact Memphis Center 133.65. Good morning.
You alright?
No.
No. Oh, excellent. 13365, Speedway 47 Charlie. See ya. He sounds like he's having some sort of episode, doesn't he?
And tens, please.
Memphis Center, good morning. Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy with you, climbing 15,000. We are direct to Rustler.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, Memphis Center, good morning. Climb maintain level 370.
I'm a maintain level 370. Speedbird 47 Charlie, thank you.
And standard set on my side.
And on my side, that's the after takeoff checklist complete.
Great.
The sun is rising. I see it.
Release the passengers, please, I think, shall we?
Certainly.
Let them out.
No,
Have a
JNI,
walkabout.
it's 3 projectors. So one for the left, obviously the middle, and then the right visuals.
Random question. Is there anyone available to update the giveaway?
Sorry, that's my mistake. The planning website was faffing a little bit and took me a little while to get the plan through, so I forgot to do that. That can be easily done, don't worry.
I don't know if I can. I might be able to do it from here.
Might struggle without... I don't know
If you can get to the dispatch PC, it should be open on there.
Yeah, it will be open on there. It might be anti-faff to do that. Right, command.
Command is checked.
Yeah, sorry about that, Shoshi. That's my fault.
Oh yeah, I don't know the Twitch login, so yeah.
Brilliant. There we go. A lovely departure out of CLIT.
I can take my straps off now.
Correct. So flight time today, we're expecting about an hour and 55-minute flight time, and should hopefully have some absolutely beautiful views into Toronto. I've not actually looked at the weather into Toronto yet. I thought I'd leave it as a bit of a surprise. That's my excuse for being lazy.
This is a fun game, looking at the American airports and trying to work out what they are.
Yes, I love doing that. We've got Memphis.
I got Memphis. BNA, I recognise that.
Oh, I've done BNA and I can't remember it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nashville.
Is it Nashville? Yes.
Yeah.
I can see Cincinnati, KCVG there. Indianapolis, kind. But there's a lot.
Chicago O'Hare, you've got Redford and all of that lovely jazz, all of those. Yeah, KTOL is Tulsa.
KSDF, is that Louisville, Stanford?
It might be. Oh, yeah, it's a good question. Oh, there's Atlanta, ATL.
Banana.
Yeah. I don't know if there's many others that I recognise.
Birmingham, Alabama.
KCLT, Charlotte.
Oh yeah, there's Atlanta. Oh, so I'm sort of getting my bearings now. I vaguely know where they are.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
The other thing I like.
Sorry,
the other thing I enjoy is US VORs.
US VORs? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
have
So
some fantastic names.
we've got a couple here. PXV. Could you enlighten us which VOR PXV?
I couldn't enlighten you to that particularly, but sort of as you head over to the west coast, Charlie Zulu India is a good one.
It's relevant and the effect is rapidly. Wait, is that for me, radar? Oh, it's for you.
Go back to, I think we're at Mach 0.74, correct?
It's just our resident Peter Dixon expert.
James Horgan.
That's all Arkley sent me.
Horgy, would you like a picture with that beautiful sunrise?
I would do. Should I try and do an influencer pose? I need to get my watch in the shot, obviously.
Very good. What do you think? Oh yes. Oh yes. Simply beautiful.
Get that on Instagram.
For the gram.
I'll turn the logo light and turn the wing light
yeah.
on. I think if that's the one that broke before.
It would make sense. Yes, I think it was. Should we put something on that afterwards and just advise not to use?
I'm almost tempted at some stage with Gary's approval to remove the whole switch. We don't have a cable tie or any way of stopping it being used.
You guys want to see the METAR for Gander for the next leg?
Shall I get it for you if there's a...
We can go and have a look, go and see what they can expect, yeah.
Oh, see, the next game, CY, I get the two first letter and you can do the last two.
QX, isn't it?
QX?
For Gander. Whenever I hear Gander, I just think of Come From Away. Welcome to the rock, you know, yeah, that musical. Very, very good. It's all about the aircraft diverting to Gander on that fateful day in September 2001.
Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal musical. It's one of those that you don't have to be a musical theatre fan to enjoy.
Helps if I actually select the weather I want to display, doesn't it, rather than just pressing it. CYQX. Wiggle, wiggle. Should I put the blank A-cars message in the drawer as well?
Rovers, yeah, sorry, I think that timed you out just because of the nature of the numbers. Yeah, it's about all of the aircraft that diverted to Gander and the stories of those people from all the way around the world converging on this small little town and then coming together. You know, I think it was like a population of like 6,000 increased to easily 10,000 or something like that overnight. And it's really good. It sounds a bit like, what, really? But it's very, very good.
They are going to have some fun with this. Right, 320 degrees, 25, gusting 36. It's 4 statute miles. Runway 13, 4,500 varying, increasing to 6,000 feet unchanged in the RVR. Runway 03, which is what they'll be on, 4,500 to 6,000 unchanged. Light snow, drifting snow, scattered at 600, overcast at 4,000, -4, -6. So, if they're on 03, even assuming they have an ILS, it's straight across the runway, so it's out of auto land limits and it's scattered at 600. So it'll be it'll have to be a manually flown ILS in that. So that is going to be very, very amusing.
I don't know if there's a jump seat pilot, but I might sit in here just for, or a social secretary rostered, but I might just sit in here for that approach for the fun of it. So the musical is called, yeah, Come From Away. Come From Away. It's not like, it's not, yeah, I mean, I'll let you listen to it really instead of trying to explain it. Once you listen to it and pay some attention to it, you'll see that it's not just about the actual events in New York, it is about the airport of Gander and the local region around that. Yeah, I would try and play some music on stream for it when they approach Gander. However, Twitch DMCA copyright rulings would not approve of such a thing.
Yeah. Simon, going back to what you were saying before, VOR, the first VOR we have is PXV, which is Pocket City.
Lovely.
That's quite cool. Pocket City, Evansville, and then after that we've got Rod, which is Rosewood.
That's quite a nice one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. So there's some good ones out sort of out towards sort of Nevada, Arizona sort of way.
I only know Boulder City.
Boulder City, Medicine Hat.
Medicine? What?
Yes, yeah.
Medicine Hat?
New Mexico, I think.
Right. I'm scrolling to the west now to see if I can see some of them. Abilene, Graham.
308, contact Indianapolis Center 119.55.
Yes, I saw that, Rovers. Yeah, obviously with my channel, unfortunately, I've had to delete over 4 years of content because of it. So, thousands of hours of memories, of clips, of
I hope you've
videos.
downloaded them, or... That's awful.
All gone. All gone. Never to be seen again. And I've had to limit who can create clips and things on my channel now, which is really upsetting. But it's the lesser of two evils. I looked at it. There were two options for me. It's either I manually delete thousands of hours worth of my own content for videos and clips and keep my channel, and it is my job, my livelihood, safe, or I don't bother doing it and risk it automatically being done anyway by copyright strikes on my channel. So it's the lesser of two evils, because it probably would have happened either way. It would have been, I would have been caught, and it would have all been deleted anyway, and I would have had my account shut down, or I would have had to have just done it myself, which I did.
Obviously, you make your living of it, so
exactly.
The risk is not
yeah,
worth it.
Yeah, if you're just a casual streamer, you don't really care too much, you're not really making any money, but it is my livelihood, so I had to make that decision technically for my business.
Ogeny, yes, they are short throw. They are short throw 4K projectors. So they used to be 1080p, which was still very, very good, and they're the same ones that I'm going to have in my sim. But as Amazon did a special offer on some short throw 4K projectors, and
this is generally how the sim tends to develop. Is Amazon do special offers?
Yeah, and
I think you said Cruise Mac.
I'm sorry, what was that for Speedbird 47 Charlie Heavy?
Speedbird 47 Charlie, say Cruise Mach number.
For the cruise, we are going to plan Mach decimal 83, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Thank you. Speed Takeoff 77, say Cruise Mach number.
Yeah, and the technology is getting there, and the price is coming down enough that we managed to get it working. They're not lasers. No. We can talk about my sim. I don't see any reason why we couldn't. Adam.
Oh gosh, no.
No, you can ask away. In a moment, I'm just going to go and update Nightbot first.
Okay, mate. Yeah, that's no problem. There is a Mormon Mesa near Las Vegas. Is that on the way to Salt Lake City by any chance? Isn't Salt Lake City PACX, PACX? ACX. Horgy shall be back shortly to answer more questions. Oh, we got a little bit of a tailwind. Welcome to the rack if you jump from away. Hey. Sorry, I've got that stuck in my head. Oh, lovely. So we're on leg 28, which means that we are definitely officially over halfway through Worldflight. It's really...
That's surprising.
Do you find it, Simon, like the first few, like the first 24 to 48 hours, you're like, oh wow, it feels like we've been doing this for a while and we're only about 10 legs in, and then suddenly you're 40 legs in and you're like, where the heck has the time gone?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, you sort of sit there and you think, oh, this is, we've got ages left to go yet, and then before you know it, sort of Wednesday, Thursday, and you're, more or less, starting to come, back towards Australia, and you're thinking, wow, that's gone very quickly.
I think what's also really fun is because obviously we have breaks in the crew. Like yesterday night, I was in Yellowknife in Canada. And then 24 hours, I find myself doing an approach into Toncontin,
Yes.
And then another 13 hours after that, it will be an approach into Toronto. And that's one thing that I always love about Worldflight is that because you have breaks in between, we do see our roster earlier, so we're able to see, but you're always in a different area of the world whenever you get into the sim.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So you've got sort of the jet lag from the fact that you've got the visuals. Obviously, you're sat in the sim in the night, and then it's daylight outside, or vice versa. You've got the sort of position lag, as it were, where you're sort of like, where on earth are we in the world? A moment ago, I was, as you say. Southeast Asia, and now suddenly it's North America. Yeah, it is, and then you've got that sort of just sense of where did all the time go?
It's a really weird one that I think with time, having done Worldflight for this now being my 3rd year, I've kind of got used to and know what to expect, but it still kind of freaks me out.
Definitely.
It's good fun though. So I'm trying to be artistic and take some nice shots of the sim here. I don't know if they can be seen on stream. If I try and bring the brightness down a little bit, I don't know how well they can be seen on the camera, but just trying to be a little bit artistic. Then I'll put my phone away.
Yeah, that's sort of visible.
I'll post them on the Simfest Discord and things like that.
Then before you know it, it's Worldflight all over again. Yeah, it is a bit like that.
Absolutely. I think the Worldflight Blues this year are going to be even worse with the lockdown. Yeah, I would agree with that.
So yeah, Arkley, it's going pretty well. The sim is physically complete, apart from the windows, which I've been trying to source real windows, which sounds stupid, but they fit properly. And one of the problems I have in the sim is dust getting into the sim, because it's in an industrial estate, and as the trucks go past outside, throw dust into the air and it works its way into the sim. Although it's expensive, I don't really want to get dust in there, so it needs to be sealed up. So I've got side windows, because I've got the sliding window assemblies, but I need windscreens and I need side windows as well. But other than that, it's just wiring and programming, which is a bit boring at times.
Worldflight should be twice a year. You see, part of me says yes to that, and part of me says I do wish we, as a Simfest crew, would do some more of our own things, which is why we had like the farewell tour. But obviously, we've got a crew from all over the country, and so it's availability of crew and getting time off work. And things like that, and we did want to do more for 2020. I remember finishing Worldflight last year and going, right, let's try and do some more things with 2020.
Yeah.
And then obviously, everything happened. Gary is a very, very, very busy man in his own right, so he's not always able to plan and do these things. But for sure, I think one thing that's always so lovely for us as a crew is the fact that we may not stream as a Simfest crew for a good few months, but then we get a consistent viewer base and loyal community who always come back every year just for that one annual Worldflight event, and the viewer numbers and things like that are amazing.
Yeah.
7-4, no, we won't be able to do that. We can take a change of level if you need to, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
No worries, disregard. Stay at follow 370.
Okay, yeah, we can increase, but we can't really go much below Mach decimal 8 for you, I'm afraid.
Alright, that's fine, thank you.
7-4 in a 747?
Yeah,
No.
I think you're going to struggle. Yeah, so absolutely. So yeah, Tim. So we've had the Speedbird 747 farewell tour, which unfortunately didn't finish again because of things going on with restrictions and stuff like that. And Gary with work got very busy before Worldflight. But they do plan on finishing the Speedbird 747 farewell tour. And as we say, we were hoping to do more weekends and things like that during 2020, but this was way before the lockdown and the international global pandemic came in. So hopefully when things start to calm down in relation to that, we could do
at the
more.
moment, the reason we can do the event is because we have formed a household. And there will be people staying for the entirety of the lockdown.
Yeah.
I think Fraser and Johnny and Dan. So Cross the Pond is next weekend. I will concede Fraser wanting to do Cross the Pond. If he's off work, and if some of the guys are off work, even if Gary's not keen to do it, they might end up doing Cross the Pond next weekend, which will be the next one. Whether it's streamed or not, I don't know, but yeah, possibly.
Yeah, and for the rest of us who won't be staying here, there's 2 or 3 of us who won't be living in the household. We either live alone or with a cat.
Yes.
Or with one other individual,
yeah.
So it works well with that anyway.
3.
So we've yeah, 3. So We're good. Scandinavia Tour, yeah, there's been things like that that have been done in the past. The Farewell Tour, Scandinavia Tour, loads of things. And so, yeah, we would like to do more. And so hopefully once things start to calm down and hopefully a new normal is found in the world, we can start to stream some more for you guys throughout the year.
I want to try and finish my sim for, well, I just want to try and finish my sim generally, but
Yeah.
maybe for flying to see Santa.
Yeah.
That would be quite cool. The intention was for it to be ready for this just as a backup if we needed it, but when it became apparent that we were going to be able to come down here in some form or fashion, kind of attention was diverted here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done all sorts of things. I'm trying to think where else we've been. We did the BOAC tour. Remember
Yes.
that when we were all dressed
that
up?
was fun.
That was very fun.
Yeah, the BOAC tour. Yeah. Especially during the Microsoft Flight Sim release, and honestly, as I live on your own, it has really, really helped me mentally wise. I mean, I don't want to go too into it, obviously, but coming from what's happened to me this year and the release, Microsoft Flight Sim couldn't have been released at a better time. I don't think, for content creators and for what's going on in the world at the moment. It's certainly provided me with a lot of help mentally and
a welcome diversion.
Yes,
if you will.
exactly, that's it. A welcome diversion in many different ways. And so it's, I don't think without the Flight Sim community and without the SimFest community I would have got through 2020, quite frankly, I'll be totally honest. So it's onwards and upwards from here, really.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're all here for. We're here to keep you company and to entertain, and in fact sometimes to educate.
Or at least educate in my behalf on what not to do.
So Simon, what was it I did yesterday and into Mexico, or what is it that Gary did that you felt could have been better?
So
let me get my extensive notes.
Where shall I start? I should just pick up my pen and my pen. No, it was Mexico City, as you will probably remember, is quite a high altitude area.
Hot and high, yes.
Rather hot and high, with rather an interesting approach. So, the approach to 05 right, which I think was where you landed yesterday. So brings you from overhead a position. It's the SMO, isn't it? And then it takes you onto a base leg, and you turn final on it's about a 4 or 5 mile final, isn't it? That you turn final.
Excuse me. Yeah. I mean, I really want to say that rings a bell, but to be honest, my memory is somewhat hazy. But I'll take your word for it. Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, essentially, I mean, although it's exactly what it's exactly the same thing that I did when I last flew into Mexico City. Is you sort of look at it and you think, oh well, this is all right.
Yeah.
Because I think I think in the brief you sort of said, oh well, we'll do 180 to 5, 160 to 4, off we go. Happy days.
Yeah.
Which ordinarily, of course, would be great.
Right.
But Mexico, because of the hot and high nature of things and the higher rate, and there's a lot of information on the brief about this. But yeah, as you come down the that base leg, you're doing probably about 900, 1,000 feet per minute, and then as you turn final, then you end up sort of turning final at about 4.5, 5 miles, 1,500 feet above the elevation, with about 1,000 feet a minute on, and only 500 feet to configure and get stable. So I think, in short, I think you probably might have been better served by configuring a little bit earlier.
But the landing was all right, wasn't it? That was the main thing.
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, it was a lovely landing. A little bit floaty. Yeah.
Peter's not polite.
I'm not polite.
Peter might have some thoughts.
But we wouldn't have you any other way, Peter.
The worst part of this is all I kind of remember from what you were telling me is I remember putting an ILS 2, and I think it was to 05. I can't remember if it's left or right. And I can't really remember very much else.
But it was good fun.
I did it in a 727 once.
Yeah.
Yes, there was almost a mess made. It was interesting.
Yes.
And Peter says he did that for real on his final line check with BA, so it's imprinted on his memory.
Oh, what? Left it a bit late on the configuration. Hashtag blame Gary.
Is there a story here?
Oh, I do like a good story, a Peter story.
Yeah, maybe Peter could join. If Peter's near Discord, maybe he could join us. He could.
I could just sit out and look out the window for a while. Just be quite content just looking at these beautiful colours in the sky.
It's quite peaceful, isn't it?
It is, it's lovely. It's a great way to start the day.
Very pensive you look.
Swap the outside image for another zoom. I don't know.
The outside image?
I think, I assume he means the, the external view of the aeroplane.
I mean, I could, but it means getting out of my seat again.
Well, I'll go, because I'll go and update.
Well, I mean, there's only, as far as there's only me in Zoom at the moment, so I wouldn't rush just yet.
Okay, alright, well I was going to go and change Nightbot, but apparently it's locked off for us and we can't. There's a password protecting it. So we'll have to wait for that. Yeah, we'll switch to that view just for a moment so you can see some things. Is that somebody else joining us, I hear?
Is that someone on the SATCOM?
Somebody mentioned my name.
Oh, that's Peter.
Fraser Nightbot needs changing, but it's password locked.
You're a bit quiet, Peter.
Am
I think maybe Chewwy will go and turn up your volume as well when he goes outside. Will you turn Peter up a little bit? I think.
No, I can change it.
Oh yeah, if you turn it up a little bit.
How's that?
Just a fraction more.
How's that?
That's perfect.
I haven't got anything to say now we've done that.
Well, you were about to tell your story about Mexico City.
Oh, well, there are a couple of things about that which are quite interesting because I was on a flying with a very nice training captain. I was a co-pilot then.
Yeah.
And we set off from London, and there was a hurricane over the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh.
And as you know, on these longer flights, we get a go at crew rest each.
Yeah.
So that worked out at something like 3 hours each. And I got the last crew rest before landing, which was the sector where we flew over the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, you were given it, or you chose that?
I must have chosen it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so the aircraft carried on while I was in the bunk over the top of this hurricane. And then when it came to the write-up on my line check, the training captain put in the comments, coped very well with hurricane over the Gulf of Mexico, which I knew nothing at all about.
That's very complimentary.
But I did exactly, I think it was the other end that I did it on, the other 2-3 left end, but I did exactly the same thing as a lot of people have done on that approach, because the step down is so severe from, it's only about 500 feet above the, 1,500 feet rather, above the airport where you step down round that turn.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't give you time to configure, and the glide slope hits you, and you haven't even got on the localizer yet, and all the rest of it. And I did exactly the things that, happened to you guys. And there's another factor actually as well, which is, as you know, Horgy, with these long runways, the ILS localizer can be very narrow.
Yeah.
Because of the way the thing's transmitted from the upwind end of the runway. So it's actually a narrow ILS as well. There's other airports like that. Nairobi comes to mind. So not only do you finish up high on final, you can shoot through the center line. So I did all of those things and managed to dump this thing on the ground. And I really thought I'd cocked it up totally. But
was that in the 400 or was that in the class?
No, that was the 400.
Yeah.
But he did pass me. Nice man. I must have bought him some beers in Mexico or something. But,
and forgive me, because again my memory is somewhat hazy. The terrain around Mexico do they cut you in so tight because there's terrain at either end, or is that right? Or is it for airspace?
I'm not. The terrain it's pretty much a flat plateau, apart from things like Popocatépetl and the odd other volcano. They do bring you in pretty much over a flat terrain. I'm not quite sure why they bring you in so tight.
Yeah.
But that's just what happens. They bring you off San Mateo or wherever it is.
Yeah.
And you come down from there. But it's a very tight turn, and as Simon was saying, with the high ground speed, You know, you just run out of options so quickly. And I think Simon put a quote in there from the BA route information manual, which was spot on actually.
Yeah.
Although I wasn't aware of it, and somebody must have had the same experience and put in the route information manual. And it was exactly spot on. It said something like, you know, get really configured, gear down, flaps 20, and all the rest of it before you even get anywhere near the localizer.
Yeah.
And that's what does it. We had an incident with one of our aircraft a number of years ago where the crew messed up badly.
Oh, really?
And finished up diving after the glide slope, as you have to sometimes.
Yeah.
And somebody wound the alt cell right down to ground level so that the aircraft wouldn't capture the altitude before it got to the glide slope.
Right.
If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, winding the alt cell right down to ground level is a no-no, as I'm sure you appreciate. So it was after that incident that BA brought in a rule that you'll never wind the alt cell down more than 1,000 feet above the airfield elevation.
Well, yeah, because
so
you have to be glide slope established by 1,000 feet AGL anyway, don't you, for stabilised approach?
You do, yeah. This is just trying to capture the glide slope when you might be at 2,000 feet or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting places. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch the stream back to see what happened. I watched a few of the clips.
Well, I mean, quite apart from the fact it was a wonderful video with all the cheese and wine, you guys really should watch it back, because starting from the point at which you briefed for the wrong runway,
Did I?
which wasn't your fault. It was just a fascinating exercise in rushed approaches. It was just lovely to watch, and the fact that everybody on the stream had told you it was going to happen.
Oh, we briefed them in advance as well before any wine had been consumed. We were talking with Gary, and he was like, "So where are we going into then? Mexico City? What's that like?" We're like, "Right, watch out for the turn." He was like, "Oh, okay, I'll make sure I do so." And yes.
I can't happily put my hands up and say I have no recollection of this whatsoever.
Have you not?
No.
You can't remember it?
Do you know what? It's a combination of the fact that I'd had a bit to drink, and my memory is just terrible. And I'm thinking back, I'm like, we did what? I remember the ATC was very good.
Well, you were trying. In fairness to you, you were trying to read all the comments out from the stream at the same time.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's probably what we would have been doing. We would have been trying to rattle through all the donations, and Dan was serving us all our food at the same time, you know.
Well, there's no criticism. It's hilarious to watch, though.
Oh, I hope everyone enjoyed it yesterday. If you did tune in for the Cheese and Wine Symposium.
Yeah. As the other thing, of course, is that as you because you can't arm approach before you're established.
5 confirms. We bid 47 Charlie. Okay. See you. Minneapolis. Good morning. Speedbird 47 Charlie. Heavy flight level 370 direct to Penby. Trying to remember what that VOR was called again. Pocket. Something?
Pocket City or something.
Pocket City.
22 Indy Center, send to maintain, follow 350.
Direct Pocket City.
Send to maintain 350.
Happy flightings, Rovers. Happy flighting.
See you later. Goodbye, Adam Markley.
Peter 47 Charlie, Indy Center, good morning.
Good morning.
And just hello to the guys that have said hello to me. I'm not going to be here for long, but I couldn't resist popping on.
A little bit of a hot debrief.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing about the. I use the Navigraph charts.
Yeah.
And you know, you have to search high and low in there to find the landing distance available, which I think is dreadful.
Yeah, I know. I'm exactly the same. When I started my career, we started on Jeffersons, and you kind of just got used to it. But I moved to Lidos, and I thought, oh, this is horrible. They're all colourful, and it's all. But no, I wouldn't ever go back to Jeffersons given the choice now.
Yeah, well, with Navigraph, of course, you know, I mean, it's nice they've got a huge selection there, but for Jefferson not to let the pilot know very clearly what the landing distance is on the approach plate, I think is awful.
You have to go back to the airport plate, don't you?
You do, and you have to search around in additional information and all kinds of things. Yeah.
Yeah, things like where the like the airfield elevation and the transition level and things like that sort of all seems to be. It seems like everything that is sort of quite important just seems to be either in very small font or hidden on a different chart.
It's one of those things where if you use it daily, you know where to look for it, so you kind of just get used to it. However, I'm sure if I switched over to Lido, I'd go, my goodness me, I've spent all this time searching around for these things and having to look here and look there, and I've not really thought much of it because I'm so used to doing it.
Yeah.
But this is a lot easier now, so yeah, I'm still Jefferson with Navigraph, but I probably should give Lido a go again. I haven't used them for quite a while, actually.
I mean, I've got my EFB from work, so I've got Lido plates if I want for the European legs. But ultimately, it's only a European subscription, so I won't have anything else.
Hey Vaughan,
somebody asked about. Somebody just asked about golf courses in the UK. Yeah, they're all closed as of tomorrow.
See, I don't understand.
In England.
It seems like such a strange decision to say you can go to the shops to buy your groceries, which obviously you would have to do, but you can't go outside and play golf when you're. I mean, if you're anything like, well, you're probably a better golfer than me, Peter, but I tend to go side to side rather than down the course, so I'm always at a social distance anyway.
Have you thought
well, the
about
thing is, if it was a public area of land, which a lot of golf courses are, you're okay to go walking on it with a friend all over it.
Yeah.
But you can't go golfing on it with a friend.
Wow.
How does that work?
Hey Chewwy, do you remember me? Vaughan Hoffmeyer.
I said hello to Vaughan. How you doing?
Singapore. Have you been into Singapore, Peter?
Yeah, yeah.
Someone's saying it has a great approach through the city. Is that right?
It's pretty well. I mean, it goes very close to the overhead of the city. It's just the south, yeah.
A donation. Yeah. Charlie Woods, £5. Incredible accomplishment from all the Worldflight team, especially given the circumstances. You're doing aviation proud. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Charlie.
Really kind.
For your donation. We'll put you into the pot. We are still doing a giveaway, and this is for a TFDI Pack X.
Yep, correct. That's
whatever
the one.
that is. What is that?
So TFDI Pack X is basically an immersion bit of software in the sense that in Flight Simulator, when you're single pilot and everything, and you're doing airline operations, you don't really get a sense of there being anybody behind the cockpit door. And so PackX is a bit of software that models passengers coming on board, and depending on how well you fly the aircraft, it will kind of decide, whether the passengers are happy. And I think you can provide a service and things through that as well. So it's something that some people enjoy to do. It's something that some people may not choose to do, but it's really cool. And TFDI have been really generous with their giveaways again this year. And so we're giving away one of those today for you guys to try out. Worst case scenario, if you don't win and you donate, then you've donated to a great cause. We're not setting a minimum on this donation, so it can be a donation of any amount, and there's no limitations on how many times you can enter as well.
Cool. It's a big page about...
Yeah, sorry, just to clarify that Singapore thing, I just read the remark. Yeah, it doesn't go through the city. The approach doesn't go through the city. You're perhaps thinking of the old Hong Kong or something.
Yeah, I think, is it on finals, is it 0-2 left, and you look out your left window and you've got a beautiful view of the cityscape on the ILS, but I don't know whether I don't know if it goes over the top of it, does it? I'm not too sure.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Are we leaking fuel? Let's go and do a fuel check, shall we? We've just passed over the top of PXV.
Why would you suddenly suggest that? Why are we? Oh, because Marty said it. Are we? Why would?
Well, we've got 22.3. That's all even at the moment. But should we just do a fuel check on the flight plan over PXV and see what we're expecting to have there? Just to make sure.
How much have we burnt so far?
I think we're okay.
Oh, a donation.
Hey, thank you for these folks.
Here's a question. Where does it say the amount of fuel burnt, Peter? Does it say on here?
The amount of fuel burnt on progress page 2?
Does it? Oh, fuel used. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so we've used 8.8. And the totalizer says we have 28.9, which is 37.7. And how much did we start with?
We started with 38.
There you go. So we do not have a fuel leak.
Yeah, Pocket City, if I'm reading the correct, as long as I'm reading the correct number here on the flight plan, it says that we should have 8.6, and we've done 8.8, have we? So it's pretty much straight on there. And then we've got we've got a long section until Rod or Rosewood, where it's estimating about 4.9 or so. So yeah, no, I think we're okay. I think we're all right. We'll keep on it, but as far as I'm aware, we're all right. Looking at the flight plan. Community behind Worldflight and the cause, it's just unbelievable. I really like this. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Vaughan. This is a yearly event for us, and we're so happy that we've been able to do it again this year, even with limited numbers, which is obviously a shame, but we're playing the cards that we've been dealt and making the best of a bad situation. This week is all about escapism, not just for us here on the crew, but for you guys and everybody involved with Worldflight as well. With everything going on in the world, it's nice just to kind of escape for a few hours of the day, or 24 hours a day if you really want to tune in for that long. To enjoy a bit of virtual hilarity and fun, and raising money for a good cause, of course. So it was Seattle to Denver, then LAX, then Mexico City, then Toncontin.
And then from Toncontin to
Orlando.
Then Orlando to
Little Rock.
Little Rock, yeah.
So how did Toncontin work out?
Say that again, Peter.
How did Toncontin work out?
Johnny absolutely nailed it. I was very lucky enough to do the approach. I probably, if I'm being harsh on myself, I would say I maybe configured a little bit early, but as Horgy said, better to configure a little bit early than a little bit late.
Yes, Gary.
But me and Johnny briefed the heck out of it beforehand. It was terrifying sitting in the right seat and seeing the turn and going, oh, that's quite a bit more of a steep turn than I actually realised. But Johnny absolutely nailed it, especially considering the fact that it was pitch black at night as well.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, he did a really good job with it.
Is it normally daytime only?
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, 1600 metre runway, have to touch down before the first taxiway after the threshold. The winds and everything weren't too bad, and luckily there was a hurricane around which held off for us, which was nice. But yeah, it wasn't the easiest of conditions for him by any means. Plus he had me in the right seat, which is always a detriment, I found.
An inhibition. Donation from Alpha 12125, £10. £10 for the sales pitch from Chewwy. Does he work for TFDI? Alpha 12125.
No, I think he's just. I have a way of words when I come to advertising giveaways and things like that. Maybe, yeah. Who doesn't love a bit of escapism? Exactly, and when it's all for a good cause, it makes it that much better, right? I'm working from home, I find this is great, and it's good background noise. Yeah, not loud and distracting and good to children. I mean, you say not loud and distracting with me and Horgy in the flight deck, so if we're not loud and distracting, then I think we're winning.
We have a very important message from Team Antonov, who have been flying along. They're not a Worldflight team, but they're still... Hey guys, how's it going? We have gift of some Russian vodka on board for you. We will give to you on the ground in Toronto. From Antonov 28.
I mean, it's free vodka, so...
Free vodka, we will take that.
I'll never forget Riyadh 2019. Dan and I went to go and visit one of the Ukrainian cargo jets. I can picture it, but I cannot remember the name of it. Anybody know Ukrainian military? What their huge cargo aircraft is? And you walk up these crazy steps, and you get meted by these. Met. You get meted. Wow. Wow, that's a good one. You get met by these Ukrainian pilots. And they greet you with this shot of God knows what, and it's just you have to have the shot as you get on board, and they just shout "Welcome to Ukraine" as soon as you have it. That's it, the Ilyushin 7.6, yeah. So you walk up these very steep, shin breaker stairs to get into the Ilyushin, and they greet you with a shot of God knows what at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and shout "Welcome to Ukraine" at you. So it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Should we switch over back to the normal camera now? I think the lovely pink skies have gone. We'll switch back to normal views, and then you can see Simon's lovely face as well.
That's very kind. Yeah. We will swap for some Fluggen Punch.
Great.
Yeah, I'm off now. Nice talking to you guys.
Peter, good to see you, mate.
See you later.
Have a good one, sir.
Cheerio, Peter.
Bye. Bye.
There we go. I have messaged them back. What else was I doing? Oh, we had a donation. Did we have a donation? No, we didn't. I made it up. Disregard, all stations normal.
Disregard. Oh, I forgot I need to send my donation through for Johnny's incredible Toncontin approach. I will do that once I finish this leg, because I need to do it via Just Giving. It can be a faff on my phone.
Sifty. Is that you, Mr. Foster? In which case, I was OR1, because they want me on for Salzburg and Funchal this winter. Hey, Al Caboni, £6 midweek, and we're heading soon to Europe. Yes, we are.
We will be there this evening.
Indeed, we will.
Yeah.
A couple of long legs later.
And yeah, well, yeah, the weather in Paris is looking interesting.
Oh, really?
Well, I'll be on the tower. So, what is there anything? What can you tell us, Simon?
Well, I mean, the in our little group, because actually you and I will be partly responsible for the shambles that arrives in Paris.
The Omni shambles,
Horgy, yes. So yeah, in I think there's fog forecast overnight.
Ah.
Well, thanks, Mark. Trying. Hope you're well in for Jam, and Incarnate as well. Good to see you. Good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. What film's that from?
I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my
If
head.
I don't see
sorry.
you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. No? I don't know.
Oh, is it Anchorman?
No.
No.
Someone from the stream will be able to tell us.
Oh, gosh, I should know it. Truman Show.
Incarnate
Thank
knows.
gosh, damn it! I'm really annoyed at myself that I forgot that.
It's quite a curveball, but it's one of my favourite films.
Truman Show is absolutely
because
amazing.
It came out before Big Brother and everything, and the very concept that someone could be living on TV and not knowing. I thought that was a really mind-bending thing.
Have you seen the documentary about when Jim Carrey became, I was going to say Andy Milonakis then, but that's not the person I'm thinking of. And he did a role where he embodied a comedian, and you know Jim Carrey is very, very much a method actor.
Oh yeah.
Kaufman, that's it. Yeah.
Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman, comedian in America.
Oh right.
And Jim Carrey was he basically became that person as a method actor, and it's a really fascinating documentary with Jim Carrey's interviews about his process. And a lot of previously unreleased footage about what he was like off set and everything. Deltic Dan, £5. No message, but just £5.
Thank you.
Short and sweet.
We'll
just
take it
how we liked it out
Thank
of KLIT. Thank you very much for the donation, my dude. Cheers, Dan.
I'm just putting something in here, just so we have something vague.
Oh, really? It was 98 that Truman Show was released. Wow. Guy was in taxi. I think.
Clear direct Carlton.
Some weather there for you, sir.
Oh,
if you
thank
want
you.
to have a look.
I would love to have a look. 207, so it's going to be a 2-4 or a 2-3 then, which is pretty standard.
Is that Chewwy 94? Yes, it is. Hello, I'm James Horgan.
Horgam, you mean?
Horgan, yes. It's not Horgam. Horgan.
Gammon?
H-O-R-G-A-N. Or is that, maybe that's just an in-joke that you've all set me up for?
Well, somebody accidentally started calling you Horgam.
Yeah, it was.
And so it was quite obvious that we were going to change it to Horgammon.
Yeah, it was Techie Nick, but it's okay.
It's weird actually. Horgy, you're cooking tonight. What are you cooking?
I am cooking honey glazed gammon.
Oh.
With mustard mash.
What a coincidence. Yes. I'm very much looking forward
Don't
to
take
that.
the mickey, else you won't get dessert, because I bought dessert as well.
Yes, Daddy. Yes, Horgy.
Chocolate and vanilla cheesecake.
Oh, gosh. Oh, dear.
I went to the butcher this morning, that's why I was slightly tardy, and I've got a 2.5 kilo gammon joint. It's about that big.
Oh, we are going to demolish
That's probably
it.
more gammon than you would have bought if there'd been 15 of us.
Well, probably.
Well, poor old Becca, my lovely other half, Becca, cooked a slam kofta for Saturday evening.
It was very nice.
And yeah, it was lovely. And I said, just prepare for about 8 of us or so, nothing too crazy. And I'm pretty sure it would have fed the 5,000.
I think we'd probably still be living on pita breads now.
Yes, the 5 loaves and 5 loaves and 2 fishes? It was basically that. It was an unholy amount of food. But it was very good, and a lot of it did get consumed, so there wasn't much food waste.
We've still got quite a while before top of descent, so I'm going to take a short bathroom break.
Okay, sir.
Can I interest you in a beverage?
Yes, I would love a Coke or a Pepsi or whatever they've got available out there.
Okay, I will see what I can. Full fat or half fat or semi-skimmed or.
If they've got 0 sugar or anything like that, yes. But if not, it's.
I bought some more Pepsi Max. So
yeah,
yes.
that would be great. Pepsi Max would be lovely.
You have the radio?
I have the radios.
Hello, GP.
And also, that's another note. As Horgy takes the lovely Simfest mug to go and get another beverage, folks, you guys can indeed get one of these yourselves if you would like to. For a £15 donation, we will send you a Simfest mug. There we go. Horgy is lovingly advertising it, showing it off. You should be a hand model, Horgy.
The 2020 edition.
Yes. And so, yeah.
Collect them all.
Exactly.
If you've been following us for a while.
Yeah, I was saying that actually, Simon, that you can actually start to create a little collection of SimFest mugs if you really wanted to throughout the years. So for a £15 donation, you can get yourself a SimFest mug. We will send that to you. And then if you want to top it up and want to do a £25 donation, we've also got the, remove before flight red tags with the SimFest logo and everything on as well. You can have those separately as well for £10, I believe. But if you want both, chop them together for £25. Again, all for charity, and we'll send you those. Yeah, we're off to Toronto Pearson. Toronto Pearson. I think Horgy's put in an arrival. Has he put in an arrival? Because
I think he put something in, yeah.
Yeah. And he's put in. Has he put in the correct one?
I mean, that's a different question altogether.
He's popped in the Nubo 4. On the flight plan it was showing the NACBO 4, so we'll see what they give us. Is the NACBO 4 restricted on hours? Oh, it is Nubo. Oh, it is Nubo 4, NACBO 4. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Or is it? Well, it's not. No, we'll see. Ah, a donation has come through. And it is from John, £15 for the charity Chewwy. John, with that donation, if you would like to pick up a mug, I believe all the details are on the simfest.co.uk website, or one of our lovely friends in the chat can pop a link in for you there. Thank you very much for the £15, my dude. You're also going in with a chance of winning a TFDI Pack X product. Thank you very much, that's really appreciated. Mugs are amazing, yeah. Oh, there we go, yeah, the links are above. Great, you guys are so on point, I love it. So, Horgy's programmed in the Nuba 4, but I don't quite think that's the one we're aiming for. I'm just going to step through and double check. We might be okay, actually, because it's the query transition. No, I think, actually, we're alright.
Ted Simmer, yeah, we ship worldwide.
Correct.
And SimFest mugs have been turning up all over the place.
At all different times.
Yes.
But they do turn up.
Every now and then it's quite nice on the Facebook page or whatever. People send across pictures of their SimFest merchandise that has arrived. So we see sort of lots of pictures of SimFest mugs in far-flung corners of the world, or in aeroplane flight decks, and all over the place. The places that SimFest mugs. In fact, that might be quite a good thing. I'm just thinking, making this up off the top of my head here. If you're watching, maybe we should get sort of a bit of a thing going where people share their SimFest mug in the most interesting location.
Absolutely.
Like
I think that's a very good idea. And maybe if we find, we'll talk to Gary, maybe we could make it into a little bit of a competition. Maybe we could see if we could try and find somewhere, try and get some entries in for the most interesting SimFest mug positioning. And we'll all as a group judge who we think is the winner and maybe send you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk to Gary about that. Simon, that's a very good idea.
Occasionally I have some.
Are you trying to make me use your Avios, Chewwy? Correct. Oh, it doesn't have to be on a trip. You can. I mean, it can be anywhere really.
Yeah, it can be as creative as you want.
Get a ladder, put it on the top of Stonehenge, and take it. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, all sorts of good fun. Did we fix the sound?
Yes, to keep it safe.
Yes, keep it safe, please, and legal.
Yeah.
We don't want anybody getting in trouble or hurt. I don't know on that one, Incarnate. Bonus points for a picture encapsulated. Yes, correct, Jet Set. Although again, yes, legal and without any damage or pain. You gladly take the mug and you can reshuffle the pot. Josh, so we're not giving away a mug on this leg. We are, the giveaway is for a TFDI Pack X product. The mugs are for £15 donations. That would be awesome, Toothy, yeah. Astronauts in chat. Hey Woodsy, how you doing, mate? How's the sleep going? Here and there and everywhere. We're just trying to get hours where we can, really. I had about 6.5 hours last night, so I'm okay on that. That does me okay. It's just, you know, like trying to get a nap in here and there. It was weird. I was going to bed at about 3:30 this morning, and then it was only then because I woke up at 3 a.m. the following morning. So it was only whilst I was getting into bed at 3:30 this morning that I realised that I'd had about an hour and 40 minutes sleep in 24 hours. So that was probably why I was a little bit tired. But 6 hours of rest later, and I'm fit as a fiddle, I guess. We'll see how we are on Saturday once it's all over, but you're just trying to fit in hours where you can, really.
Yeah, because Saturday is always Saturday after Worldflight is always it's always a remarkable thing to see, because everybody's been sort of going, you know, full on for a week.
Yeah.
And then we land in Sydney in the sort of, you know, on Saturday morning. And then the rest of Saturday, basically, you sort of walk around, you know, Chase Simfest, and it's just people clapped out everywhere.
Zombified. It is just zombified tidying, pretty much. It's making sure that Gary's house is back to some level of normality and the Sim's nice and clean and everything like that. But yes, all zombified, absolutely. We're not setting a minimum donation on this one. Obviously, a £5 donation or greater is absolutely amazing, and it does set off the master caution for a £5 donation or more. However, yeah, any donation of any amount is accepted for the giveaway for this one. We've decided. What's the plan for tomorrow? In what regard? Are you guys able to continue after tonight then? So if you have a look and do !COVID and have a look at the COVID guidelines, it's all listed in there. This has been something that we've been able to prepare for a little while. To make it incredibly simple, there's only about 6 or 7 of us here in total, and only 6 people on the property at one point anyway. At least 4 people are going to be living here during lockdown, which I believe obviously Gary, then Fraser, Dan, and I believe Johnny as well. They will be here permanently during lockdown. Anybody else who is not here during lockdown either lives alone anyway, or lives with one other person. So technically this is our household. We've already been here for pretty much a week anyway, and we've all isolated a week before we got here, and we all had negative COVID tests before arriving on site. So we've gone above and beyond everything that we need to do to continue on the event for you guys and continue the event on for charity. And so most people will actually be staying here anyway, and this is the sim is their household during lockdown. And for those of us who are returning home, like myself, we either live alone or with just one other person in that single adult household, which is still approved for the bubble. It's not a social bubble, as some people are misinterpreting, but yeah.
And as you'll see if you have a look in the policy, it's essentially a similar principle to how things like Strictly are working and so on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Strictly are doing it to a level of degree. So we've basically taken the Simfest does Strictly policy to some regard. So we're doing everything to make sure that we're keeping everybody else safe. Oh, okay. All right, Josh. Yeah, no, unfortunately not. Yeah, that's for a donation of £15 or more, Josh. Yeah, cool. Thanks for explaining. Glad you can keep going. Absolutely, yeah. It's all sorted now. It's all sorted. So we're good to go. We're good to go. Agent Squash, luckily, any other members of the team, yeah, we're sorted with the numbers. So that's all been organised, thank goodness. So nothing to worry about in that regard either. Hello again. Thank you very much. Hey, Seesaws. By the way, during the wine and cheese symposium last night, or as I accidentally named it when I got in the flight deck, the exorcism. It was I said, oh, I hope you guys enjoyed the cheese and wine exorcism.
The power of cheddar compels you. The power of cheddar compels you.
Did you do the "we will not show our tooth" game or not? Because if not, that will have to happen tonight.
No, we didn't. We didn't play it.
Right, well, that's got to happen
We were
tonight,
going
then,
to play, and then we didn't. Wait, it's not golly. No, you can tell because I'm not surrounded by a fug of bad cheese farts from last night.
Where is Colin this year? Not seen him yet. Both Steve and Colin are on site. Oh, is there some ice in here?
There is.
Oh, thank you.
Do things properly, sir.
Yeah, so yeah, both Steve and Colin are here, but they're being rather reserved this year. They're just chilling in the house.
I think Colin was on a stream with Gary actually.
Okay, yeah, they are around, but they're just chilling in the house at the moment.
You might know this. How do I get rid of that activity feed so I just have chat? Do I go back? I don't want to go back because I don't.
It might be a case of having to then click on the channel in the top left and seeing if you can try to get just so go my channel at the bottom maybe.
Oh, is it Stream Manager?
That was what you were on before.
That's what I was on before.
So
right.
if you go back onto there, then my channel, and then scroll across to the right on where it says about schedule, and then go chat. There you go, mate.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
No worries.
Yes, Gary did stand on his head last night. I think there is a clip of that somewhere.
Yes, there is. Someone did clip that. Gary also asked me, I seem to remember, to plot the Canadian border.
Oh, I'll leave you to that one.
Yeah, I don't know why he'd want me to do that, but...
Yeah. If this is a house, I will buy it, so how much are you guys offering? What? Gary lives here, I don't think he's...
it's not really like that. It's not for sale. So, how are we going to do this?
I was going to say something else of mild importance. Guys on the stream, or Simon, does anybody know what time on the schedule we were scheduled to be in?
25 past 2.
Oh, great.
So, just so as you know, and this is obviously, you know, asking the stream is obviously quite straightforward, but it is at the top of the Cirrus.
Oh yeah, of course. 2 seconds, I've just had a message from a team member.
Oh, yes.
Subway order.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what Weddle's just texted me.
Okay, cool. Do you want me to read that while you do that?
Yes, please.
Dom Taylor, 53, £5. No message, but thank you very much, Dom. You're going in the draw to win a copy of the TFDI Pack X software, which they have kindly given us. BOUTU, while I try and draw...
Cool, thank you for the donation. Someone updated Nightbot. Yeah, Benny was on the case and helped us out.
He's a helpful man, isn't he?
What a night, he is a helpful man.
You're talking about the... Oh, 5-bomb! From Twinjet to Deltic Dan, Toronto controller, WD person, MLS, and John Handcock as well. Thank you so much, Twinjet.
Thanks, Twinjet.
I'm going to see if I can try and find out how many sub points we're on. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. You are our leading gifting subber at the moment for the last few days, I think, actually, with that one. It's got a number 1 next to your name. Thank you. Yeah, Vaughan, the simulator is on somebody's private residence in the house that they live in, so it's not up for sale, I'm afraid.
Right, so there is the Canadian border.
Thompson 1 Victor Bravo, contact Cleveland Center 134.9.
Cleveland 134.9, Sunshine 1 Mix Bravo, good evening.
Delete. Why is that an invalid delete? I don't want it in the fixed page anymore.
Right, 2 seconds.
Erase fix, Horgy, is might be more useful.
Why do Boeing do things differently like this? Annoying aeroplane. Give me my 737 any day. Or my 330, which does everything automatically. Automagically.
We were at 27 hours. How much of a break did you guys get? 27 hours in? I mean, we've been live now since 8:10 p.m. on Saturday evening.
9 p.m.
No,
oh, sorry, 8 to 10. Sorry,
yeah, 8 to 10, yeah.
Passing through 350
yeah, so we've been live ever since then. The reason why the stream might show that we haven't been live since then is because Twitch automatically disconnects streams that have been up for 48 hours. So we have to reconnect to Twitch. But no, we have been live ever since Saturday evening. And we will be live until Saturday morning.
Landing into Orlando with a 787, nice. Yeah, so Twitch does an automatic reset on live streams if they've been live for 48 hours. I think what my job's going to be this afternoon, as long as I'm given permission, is I might try and start highlighting VODs on Twitch so that we've got each leg highlighted.
I think someone's already done that.
Oh, really? Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it was you, Simon, because I know you did it.
What was that, sorry?
Stand by. I'm sorry, say again the frequency, Speedbird 47, Charlie.
Speedbird 47, Charlie, contact Cleveland Center 134.9, good morning.
134.9, Speedbird 47, Charlie, goodbye.
Yeah, Simon, Horgy was quickly saying about creating VODs for the individual legs.
Yeah, but you did
I
it.
think Benny is on that.
Okay, cool.
Benny's
Right,
doing
great.
it. Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Yes, the VODs are there on Discord.
Great.
Then good morning, Speedbird 47, Charlie Heavy, flight level 370 to Jekka.
Speedbird 47, Charlie Cleveland Center, good morning. I have a reroute available, advisor to copy.
Let me get a piece of paper, hold on.
Right, okay.
Go ahead, Speedbird 47, Charlie Heavy.
Speedbird 47, Charlie Heavy, cleared to the Toronto Airport via present position, direct Carlton on Charlie Romeo Lima, direct query to join the Newber 4 arrival, maintain flight level 370.
Okay, Carlton and then query, and what was the arrival into Toronto?
Newber 4.
With Newber 4, confirmed Speedbird 47, Charlie?
Affirm.
Thank you.
We've already got it.
I mean, that's basically what we have anyway.
Correct.
Speedbird 47, Charlie, read back.
I mean, you could have just said direct Charlie Romeo Lima and it would have been exactly the same thing.
Direct to Carlton.
Direct Carlton.
There was me with my paper ready to write down a massive plethora of waypoints.
No, it's good. How are we doing on traffic? We've got traffic. Oh, are they coming towards us?
Let's hope not. No.
Yes, they are.
I don't think they are, looking at the TCAS.
Oh no, they're going. Oh yeah, they're
It's just
going
the
in opposite
contrails
direction.
started redrawing.
It looked like the contrails were coming in this direction.
Yeah, I learnt something from the FAA yesterday, because you know when you're in America and they say you're cleared to the Los Angeles airport as as filed, they have to say the word airport as part of the clearance. It constitutes a clearance.
Really?
Yeah, because if you're en route and they clear you to a waypoint, it's fine, but they have to differentiate it to the fact that it's an airport you're being cleared to. Because, I don't know, you might have, you're cleared to the Little Rock, could be VOR. So they say the Little Rock Airport.
I see. Interesting. Interesting. I hope we get Simfest best moments this year. Yes, that's another point, guys. If you find anything in the VODs or anything live and you want to clip it, please pop it in the Discord server. We would quite like to create a video compilation.
There is a channel called Clips, you can put it in there.
Yeah, so join the Discord server. If you've got any funny clips or interesting moments that you'd like to pop in, or any epic moments, any funny fails and those kind of things, please pop them in the Clips channel in the Discord server, and we'll either commission somebody to edit them or do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Johnny and I are quite handy at editing, and I think a couple of the other members of the team can help with that as well. So, yeah, unfortunately we didn't get a best moments of 2019 video, so we really want to do one
we lost
this year.
the VODs, which is a real shame. So we've got clips, because you don't lose the clips, but we lost the VODs because they weren't downloaded quick enough.
Yeah.
So this year we will make sure we do it so that we have a library of everything.
Yeah.
Luckily, now because this is our first year as partner on Twitch, the video on demands will stay for 2 months automatically. However, the highlights, because the highlights are being done, they'll stay forever.
Yeah.
So they will be left on here for as long as time will tell. Hey, Oscar Miller.
Time immortal.
Correct.
I can't believe you had to delete all your clips. That's a real shame.
That's
actually.
life, as they say. One of those things. One of those things.
Direct query to join the Newber 4 arrival, maintain flight level 350.
It's not just me who's had to do it.
Oh, a donation. Oh, there's two here. We must have missed one. Sorry. Curveless sphere. How do you have a curveless sphere?
Maybe he'll tell us.
Is that not called a cube? £5. Thanks for doing what you do for a great cause. Thank you very much. And Rob, aka Jetset408, £20. Thank you very much, Rob. Keep up the great work, guys. A good charity as well as great entertainment and distraction for the madness of today's world. Pleased to be able to support you. That is exactly why we're doing it.
Could not have said it better. Watch out what you sing, otherwise you'll get taken down. No, because it's not actually the copyright music itself. The blindfold landing from this year was funny. Well, I've done my blindfold landing of the year. It wasn't by choice. When the centre visuals crashed on 500 feet final into Seattle. That was my blind landing of the year.
I mean, I've done one as good as because I had too much to drink and can't remember anything, so that's almost like being blindfolded.
So, we've got 15 minutes or so until top of drop, so I'm going to start thinking about what we've got in. You put the ILS 24 right in.
I did, because looking at the chart...
it'll either split for 2-3 or 2-4.
2-3's on the north side. You can see there. 2-3 is this one here on the north side, and 2-4 right's here, so I figured we would vacate and then go up to one of the international terminals here, rather than potentially vacating and have to drive all the way around here. So.
Cool, that's fine. We can easily switch if needed. That's fine. So we'll aim 2-4 right at the moment, which is a 3,000 metre runway. How are we doing on fuel? So we've got 24.4. So we're going to be losing 3.5 if my maths is correct. So that is 237. What did I say? 0.2 around that. I'll double check it in a moment. So flap 25 for that one. 145. Looking at the winds, it was about 210 degrees 7 knots. So that should be fine for an addition of 5. ILS 24 right. Thank you for the donation coming in, Horgy. You can grab it, sir.
T King Denmark, £10. Immortal Chewwy, what a scaring concept. You being immortal.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. So 3,000 metre runway. We're not expecting any adverse weather conditions at the moment, and it's not really too crazy with terrain around Toronto. It's pretty darn flat. So I'm going to select auto brake level 2 today. We're nice and light, so flap 25 gives us a VREF of 145, adding 5 or so on top, about 150 for the V approach. It's a 3-degree glide slope with latest interception of the glide slope at just after Ebdal, 3,000 feet, which is also nicely coincidental to be our go-around altitude today.
It would be really useful if I was actually looking at the right chart, wouldn't it?
That's okay.
There we go, now I am.
Is that 2-4 left or 2-4 right?
2-4 left.
Are we doing 2-4 right there? That's what you programmed.
Japan Air 8006 Heavy 370.
One moment.
It's okay.
Japan Air 8006.
2-3-2-4 right, boring.
It should be 2-4 right, yeah.
Yep. And so the minima for that is 800 baro.
It is.
If we do get a switch on to 2-3, it's still the same profile, 3-degree glide slope. The minima is back down to 760.
Yep.
And the runway length for 2-3 is it's actually longer. It's 3,390 meters. So I will stick with flap 25 and auto brake 2 on either one of those. So it'll just be a case of switching on the ILS or doing a visual switch if we really need to, depending. I very much doubt we'll need to do a visual switch unless we're struggling with traffic, on the basis that you get split to the left and the right depending on what runway you're landing on the start. Anyway, we'll aim to vacate if we're 2-4 right, Echo, if not on Charlie 4. And then I'm quite familiar with Toronto, so if we get lost, I will take full blame.
Okay.
And 2-3 will vacate, I would hope, Hotel 4, and then left Hotel, crossing the 1-5s and into the apron via there.
Marvellous.
Go around, 2-4 right. It's relatively simple. It's climb heading 237, which will be runway heading, and then 1.5 DME from INV. It's a left turn 3000 on heading 189 to intercept outbound the Toronto VOR radial 189 to Petvo. So basically just a left-hand turn down to the south towards Petvo at 3000 to keep it nice and anti-faff. We'll go idle reverse. Again, being nice and light. I'll aim to pull the speed brake lever. If I forget it, please pop it for me.
And idle reverse, right.
And idle reverse, I think. Any other questions? Anything else you've got?
Not for you, but I have a
happy?
question for the stream.
Okay.
So on the arrival plates, if we've got any American-based people or Canadian, and this is a serious question from me, the minimums as published, so we have 796 feet, which is fine, it's 250 feet at AGL. And then the RVR is published, and it says RVR 50 or 1. Oh, sorry, let me look at the right runway. Runway 24 right helps. RVR 50 or 1. And now I know that's 1 statute mile, but what is the 50? It's not 50 feet. It's not 50 meters. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Do not know.
Codeman, virtual, how long on Yellowknife and Edmonton departure?
Sorry?
I'm just looking. Good morning, crew. I'm still recovering from the 27-hour day, 13 hours controlling at Yellowknife ground and Edmonton departure. That was a craziness, and I don't know how.
It was really lovely, Codeman, because you were saying in my chat last week, like, oh, I really hope I get to chat to Chewwy and Johnny and people doing Edmonton and Yellowknife and all, and I knew I was already doing those legs, but I didn't tell you because I thought it would be quite a nice surprise. So it was good to talk to you on there, mate. Thanks for controlling for so long.
Yeah, it can't be 50 yards. Because that would be a silly amount of distance. I don't know. I need to get my Jefferson guide out, but... And even then, straight in for 24 right, it's 1 statute mile, which is what, 1,600 metres? You'd think it would be less than that on an ILS.
Is that with the approach lights out?
No, it's... I mean, the box isn't... It's just one box, and it does say ALS out on the right-hand side of the box, but on the left it doesn't say anything. So I think the RVR requirement is the same with full lights or with ALS out.
Well, so on the sensible chart, I can tell you that the minimum box says 800 meters.
Yep. Which is what a half a statute mile. That's ILS 24 right, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, ILS 24 right. 800 meters, and a one mile visibility.
Oh, 1 mile visibility.
Sorry, yes, 1 mile visibility.
So 800 meters.
Oh yes, I tell a lie.
But,
I tell
okay.
a lie.
You wouldn't lie to us,
so 800 feet is the minimum, obviously.
What, 300 feet. 796, yeah.
And it's 250, 5,000, 1.0 visibility.
250,
so you need 250 foot ceiling.
Yeah.
5,000 feet RVR.
Yeah.
1 mile visibility.
Right. So it's it's without the trailing 20. So it's 5,000 feet RVR or 1 statute mile. Oh, well there we go then. So other than that, no, I don't have any questions, Chewwy.
Good. Horgy, are you a real pilot?
Oh, don't start this. Yes.
Descent checklist, please.
Descent checklist. Recall
is checked.
And the auto brake
is level 2.
Landing data.
We've got flap 25, VREF 145, minima 800 baro.
Approach briefing
is complete.
Checklist complete.
Thank you. You have control, sir.
Chewwy. L'avion. I'm not flying again after this until tomorrow.
Really?
So yeah, while I do my gammon, I might fly along in the 330 on my PC. That'll be a bit different. It's not like me to do the 330. Oh, I can see the Great Lakes.
Codeman, once me and Laith landed into Yellowknife and parked at the Buffalo Airways hangar yesterday, we watched I think about 4 episodes of season 1 up until the grounding episode in Turkey in Ankara. Yeah, we watched that yesterday. It was so that was nice. It was kind of cool. Like, oh, we've parked there, even if only virtually.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It should be J'ai l'avion. J'ai l'avion. I have the plane.
Fighter Fox 1. I think we probably could make up a checklist actually.
I've already
got one available at the moment. Oh, have you?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Simon, but I've actually got one available. So sorry, I really don't mean, this isn't self-advertisement. You can message me on Discord if I really want to. But if you head to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Chewwy94, and do !747, there is one that I created that is exactly the same as the one that we've got on there that you can download. So sorry for self-advertisement, but there is already one available for you.
Excellent, that's good news. Thank you.
We are in a plane train.
Sorry,
yes.
Sorry, that's a donation. I just missed with your MCP.
I should have gone.
Sorry, yeah,
which is what one of my colleagues did at Ryanair to one of the captains. It's quite a funny story. They will remain nameless, but this particular captain liked to interfere with things. So it'd be your sector, but if he thought that you were getting too high, he would deploy the speed brake on your behalf. Or if you were coming up to weather and he wanted a heading, he wouldn't say to you, "How's the weather radar looking? Do you think we should take a heading?" or something like that. He'd just go and do it. And he used to annoy an awful lot of the first officers, because I was a first officer at the time at Ryanair. And he flew with one of my friends who was an FO, and this guy, is a big guy.
Yeah.
He used to play rugby and stuff and everything. And he was flying along with the captain. And this captain is well known for it. And the captain went up to do something, and he did it. And my colleague said, "Look, let's call him Dave. Dave, if you want something, just tell me." He went, "Oh, sorry, whatever." And he did it again. So the third time he went to do it, my friend, let's call him James, went up and Dave went, "Don't touch my MCP."
Oh.
And the captain was like, I said, he said, "Dave, we just discussed this.
Yeah.
You know, if you want something, then just tell me." "Oh, okay." And then Dave said, "If you touch my MCP again, I'll break your hand." And it was like, right, okay. And he went to do something or whatever during the flight, which annoyed him again. But when they got on the ground, the captain went to open the door, and he went, "No, don't open the door, Dave. Don't open the door. I think we should talk about the flight." And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry." He said, "Look, I'm telling you this because I like flying with you, but no one else will tell you this. So I am telling you this. So please don't take it like it's coming from a bad place." And he said, "You're a fucking..." Sorry.
That's a donation too.
So I'll donate, yeah. "You're a nightmare to fly with. Everyone knows you have a reputation. You need to change your reputation." "All right, I tapped your hand, but it was kind of to break the cycle.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you this as a friend. You need to, if you want something done, tell us, because FOs take it really personally when you just do something, because, you know," and he actually didn't do it anymore after that.
Good.
Probably because James is absolutely massive. He was like this. He was like Potter.
I
built
would,
like
I
that.
would not.
"Don't you dare," you know.
Sometimes takes something like that, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, so I owe a donation for touching the MCP. Horgy owes a donation for swearing, and I also owe a donation for Johnny's landing. I do it via Just Giving because I don't choose to use PayPal, so I'll do it once I finish the sector. All right. So when the next crew come in, I'll make sure to send one in.
And I'm gonna do mine now.
Hey, AV Spotter. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
Oh, there we go. CYYZ has got it. He's been digging it up.
So 50-100 feet. If it's shown in hundreds of feet, 50-100.
50-100, correct.
100 feet, of course.
The crew are all going to be broke by the end of the week. So, Codeman, we, as a crew, every year, we put in £200 each as our contribution to the charity for the privilege and pleasure to be able to fly this simulator. So we do it anyway, but yes, obviously if there are mistakes made and things like that, penance is due as well.
Correct.
So we all ensure that we put in our bit as well.
I'm just waiting for Johnny to say easy 47 Charlie, because I've said Channix 47 Charlie already.
He's said flex temp twice.
And it's when he goes for the flap lever down here,
yeah,
it just makes me laugh so much.
And he's on numerous occasions said managed speed. I don't know if that is the correct term, because it's just closing the MCP window, but he calls it managed. He goes, "Oh, we'll go managed mode."
He should be, to pull it out would be, as in selected, would be VNAV speed, and to push it in would be VNAV path.
Got you.
And that's from me. So.
And there we go, there's Horgy's donation, £5. Sorry for effing. It's alright, we're out of CLIT, it's acceptable. Thank you very much indeed.
And the 6 Bravo clears the roger.
What do you say when you pull it out, Horgy?
Again. Sorry?
Don't worry, there's more to come.
Sorry,
There's more
it's,
to come.
yeah, exactly, that's what I say, there's more to come.
Ah, no!
Oh, I'm so sorry, but you did set that up.
47 Charlie, reduce speed, maintain Mach 0.80.
Mach 0.80, speedbird 47 Charlie, and we're also approaching top of descent.
Roger, I'll descend shortly.
Thanks.
VNAV speed. Ah, well, no, actually, I would normally say VNAV speed, but for some reason, it doesn't say VNAV speed. No, it still thinks we're in path. I guess it might change to VNAV speed at the top of descent point. We shall find out.
One would hope it would stay in VNAV path actually during the descent unless things went wrong.
Ah, but if we're not cleared to descend because we haven't had a lower level and I've selected a speed, it should be VNAV speed. That's how it would work on the 800. So, but the 747's VNAV is a bit of a mystery to me because it does funny things that I don't expect.
I would expect VNAV out.
Yes, no, you are probably right. We probably would get that, and we get that on the new NGs. But if you have the speed window open, it does normally drop into VNAV speed depending on the software thing.
El Ganio, we sincerely apologise if we've offended. Hopefully we haven't offended.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all in good fun. All in good fun. Right, well that's farewell to the United States for Worldflight 2020. We've crossed the border, I believe, or we're pretty much there. For us. I'll see if he goes again. We survived.
We did. That is the border as well. Don't just ignore the fact there's an airport starting with the letter K on the other side of the border.
Yes, that's what I was wondering. I was like,
Avspotter, £10. Thank you very much. Such a great cause. Loving Worldflight so far. Keep it up, gents. Thank you very much, Avspotter UK.
Thank you.
how is Fraser this morning? This afternoon? It does not feel like it's almost 2 o'clock.
Right, we're about to pass the top of descent, Simon. So let's see what it's going to do. VNAV out. God, as if I dared ever question something you would say. A wild Phil. Is that a joke? I don't follow.
A wild Phil lurking.
Wild Phil lurking about.
Yeah, 20 degrees right.
Looking forward to Gander. Don't look at the weather.
I'm looking forward to some of these, even more so knowing that I don't have to fly them. Oh, Fraser,
yes.
why don't you look at the weather? Oh?
Now that we're pretty much at top of drop, shall I just get one more weather in just to see if we've got
get
anything
the
else?
latest
Yeah.
And
Tango 11 Whiskey, descend and maintain flight level 310.
It cannot be that bad.
He's doing Mach 0.8.
1980 over shark, established localized 24 right.
1980.
Oh, okay, Codeman, got you.
Thank you for the info. 24 right, please allow you to 1980.
Oh, Phil's VATCAN 1, right, okay.
Ah, Phil Dowling, yes.
Reduce speed Mach 0.78.
I think that might have been us.
That's speedbird 47 Charlie, sorry.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, reduce Mach 0.78, then descend and maintain flight level 310.
Okay, Mach decimal 78 and then descend flight level 310, speedbird 47 Charlie.
Yeah, we're following the
47 Charlie, go ahead, electronics center 125.77, safe landing.
12577, speedbird 47 Charlie, good morning.
At 4058, what runway did you want us to plan for again? Sorry, I was hard to hear you.
Altimeter 3014 now.
Runway 23, okay. You're Canada 4058, thanks.
Toronto, good morning, speedbird 47 Charlie through 360 for 310 inbound Urbel.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, heavy dawn to center low, plan runway 23 for arrival, information echo, descend and maintain 12,000, altimeter 3014.
12,000 3014. Is there any chance I could be cheeky and ask for runway 24 right? We've arrived from KLIT and we'd love to enter via bottom.
Copy, you can turn 24 right for arrival, information echo.
Such a child.
Thanks so much. 24 right, 247 Charlie, you've made my day.
Such a child.
I've been waiting for that one for all 1 hour and 30 minutes
I
of
would have
flight
been
time.
more impressed if he said rectal entry approved. Right, 12,000 altimeter, set the QNH, please.
QNH is set, 3014. I'm so sorry, I had to do that. Literally, there is a waypoint that is only for 24 right called bottom. I'm so sorry, I will stop now with those.
Yeah, Fraser, you will also note that the forecast is straight across the runway as well, so it is out of autoland limits.
Of course, I'm not sure that Gander is Cat 2 anyway. But I mean, it looks pretty typical Gander weather.
Would you like an approach checklist?
Yes.
Approach checklist, altimeters.
30.14 inches. Checked.
Checked.
Inches of mercury. Right, where's Gander?
Wallop, Chewwy.
John's, here we go, Gander. Let's have a look at the plate for Gander, just for banterous purposes.
What's the giveaway in this sector? We are giving away a copy of TFDI's Pack X software. There's no donation minimum, any donation, and you will be entered in for the giveaway, which we'll draw obviously once we're on stand.
Fraser's calling crewing. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit fatigued today. I can't do Gander. I'm unrested.
That's alright, it's only broken 700 feet, that's fine.
The ILS runway 03, which I think they're on. No, hold on, let's have a look. Airport parking info. To be fair, you could take either runway, so the crosswind's not so much of a problem actually. 03 is 2,600 feet, or half a statute mile, and it's the same for 13 as well. So I think you'll be fine. You'll get in.
You'll be fine, Fraser. You'll be fine.
It will be fine.
124.67. Good day. Southwest or not South. Air Canada 4058.
What speed does he want us to convert to when on?
I was literally just about to ask that. Speedbird 47 Charlie, on conversion, what speed would you like?
I have to go for now.
Let's do 300 knots then.
300 Speedbird 47 Charlie, we'll go for.
We're behind the, like I say, we're behind Neptune 11.
Yeah.
Antron at Anton 28, request. Anton 28. So if we slow down now? Sorry, can you say again, please? Are we able to slow down, or do you still want us best forward speed?
Pragmatism cannot fix.
Well, at least Fraser's used to flying in the cold, what with that snow-covered runway in Russia that we flew onto.
Yes, yep.
124.67, corner 748.
Make sure the anti-ice is on.
Yes.
Corner 748, heading 030, maintaining for level 230.
And there we go, you're coming back on profile now.
It's a bit mucky, so it's
Banitation,
Banitation version.
Does the 7...
See you later, Vaughan.
I was just looking, I was like, who would ask such a stupid question? Does the 744 have anti-ice? Oh, Fraser, welcome.
There we go, now we're back in VNAV path.
There we
I'm
go.
told if you ask the people on the ground very nicely, they might spray the wings for you.
Jonas, exclamation mark PC, I don't think is a command, because in fact there's 12 of them running the sim.
Maybe he wants to join the police.
Pardon?
Maybe he wants to join the police.
He wants to be a PC,
Yeah.
police constable.
Yes.
Police constable Jonas 5535.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go, exclamation mark computers, there you go.
Turn the temperature up a little bit.
I didn't even realise that was a command. Brilliant.
23 for arrival down to 12,3014 Neptune.
Rather a bit of snow around.
No.
No.
Why did you get rid of the willy waving command? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't delete it. We had a bit of a an update for Nightbot to refresh things. So.
How long is the flight to Gander from Toronto? Not that bad, is it? I don't think.
Gander to the Azores, it must be about 3 hours, it's quite long I think.
Yeah, Gander to Azores. I wonder out of here to Gander
how... an hour and a half
oh,
maybe?
okay. I might have a small nappet then before the landing.
It's planned at 2:55.
What, from
Block
Toronto to
time.
Gander?
Toronto to Gander,
Oh.
and then Gander Ponta Delgada is 3.5 hours.
Oh, 2:55. I didn't think it'd be that long, so it'd be about 2 hours 30 minutes, maybe 2:20 minutes.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. I will have a small nappet then, I think.
Neptune 11 Whiskey, unable. We
Hey,
are
Aaron.
single engine at the moment. We can give you 240 indicated happy to take a vector to keep out of the way.
Oh, how clumsy. Velocity UK have lost an engine. I mean, that's very clumsy, isn't it?
I wonder where they left it.
Yeah.
0 vectors ILS 23 Neptune 11 Whiskey. Thank you for your understanding, sir.
That's not a problem, so Tigor 77 Spindle Seeker is cancelled.
Thank you for your service.
Speed restriction cancelled for Tigor 77.
New Zealand 1022, contact Toronto, arrival 124.47, good day.
Did you see the power of suggestive thought there, Stream? So I just looked at the radio and then Chewwy started dialing. We are just so in tune with things. Get it? In tune with things.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, speed 280 or greater.
280 or greater, Speedbird 47 Charlie. You happy staying at 280, yeah? Thank you.
Close enough.
Good, good.
Have we been keeping up with the election? It's yes. It's going to be an interesting result, but we try not to talk too much politics on stream because it's quite divisive.
Correct. So Rockto, we've got a speed restriction of 250 knots. I'm not too sure whether they'll want us to slow down for that or not, but yeah, we try and keep politics.
Twin Jet, I think you got timed out because Trump is on the ban list as well. Benny was put in charge of adding new banned words to Nightbot, so I mean, who knows what got added. No, Airbus is okay.
Used to be.
Hold on.
Very good morning,
no, that's okay.
As did Chewwy. Chewwy got...
That's okay. No, Ben.
Spagball.
Spagball, yeah.
Runway 23 information Fox on 120 and the...
God, it's cold in here.
I'm cold.
Well, it's nice and toasty here.
Oh, don't rub it in. It's nice and sunny outside, actually. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, it's lovely. Not a cloud in the sky.
It's a good day for VFR flying, and we're stuck in a garage somewhere.
2447, thanks, mate.
Bad landing still on the list. No, but, you know, words associated with poorly executed landings are...
Can you spell that out for us, sorry?
It's Echo Romeo Bravo Echo Lima. Proceed airbell to rejoin the arrival.
Sorry, can you repeat that for us? Echo Romeo Bravo.
Echo Romeo Bravo Echo Lima. Airbell.
Romeo Bravo Echo Lima.
And can rejoin the Newbell for arrival.
And the Newbell for arrival, every 142.
Yes.
47 Charlie, report arrival with a speed on 124.47. Have a great day.
Speed to 12447, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Should we put the passengers in?
Please. I knew I meant to do something.
7479 heavy.
And what information did we have?
Go back.
Echo.
Oh, no. I was completely wrong. Although it's a fun game if you haven't got the 80s where you can't read your writing to guess the letter. I did that into Newcastle and got it right once.
Really?
1 in 26 chance. I was like, yes!
Toronto, good morning, Speedbird 47 Charlie through 173,000 for 12,000. We have information. Echo, speed 280 knots.
047 Charlie, heavy Toronto, good day, runway 24 right, 8 is Foxtrot, descend 8,000.
8,000, we'll double check Foxtrot and 24 right, Speedbird 47 Charlie, thanks.
7478 on that heading, intercept grid ILS approach, runway
8,000 in the window.
Clear to the ILS, intercept, corner.
Yeah, stuck in a garage. I don't know if I'd use those terms.
No, not stuck in a garage, but...
Yeah. Corner 7479 heavy.
Ensconced
See you,
within...
working boy.
Sorry, Simon.
I said I was just saying goodbye to working boy who's off to work.
Ah, have a good one.
Britannia 767 heavy, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, Britannia 767 heavy.
Air Canada 4058, descend 6000.
6000, Air Canada 4058.
12 approach, corner 748, heading 120, descending to flight level 130.
Corner 748, runway 23.
I love how Chewwy is strapped in and the FO isn't.
It's because I'm the one landing, so I've got to brace myself, I think.
And he should take this as a compliment that I don't feel the need to secure myself to the aircraft because it's going to be that good.
Thanks to now, mate.
Fairchild 7414, left turn heading 270 to join localizer, runway 24 right.
Tunnel left heading 270 and join localizer 4 right, Fairchild 7414.
You trust Chewwy as well? Oh, thank you. You have
Very
more
good.
faith in me than I do.
Britannia 767, I'll get you a speed 200.
Well, you've set the bar very high now, you see.
200, when Britannia 767.
I have to say this flight's gone rather quickly.
Yeah, it's been nice and relaxed.
Been airborne an hour and 42. It's been lovely.
Gonna get in a hot tub after this, I think.
Oh, I think my things may be wet, but that's not a bad idea.
Who could that be?
4000.
Let's have a look.
Sunwing 6 Juliet Delta, descend 6000.
6000, Sunwing 6 Jet Delta.
Corner 747.
That Weddle.
Looking good. You've got a 737 joining the south parallel. That below should be no factor.
I thought it was.
I've seen some very interesting things, thank you, in my time on that camera, but nothing quite like that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matthew.
Shall we?
Sorry?
That's fine. Very good, mate. We're not far out, so yeah. Thank you, mate. Shall I pop this there for now? I'm not.
If you're not hungry,
I'm not too hungry at the
just
moment.
let Simon hold it, yeah.
Thanks, Simon.
Thank you, Simon.
Don't eat any of it, please, Simon.
Thank you. There we go. I'll take that. Cheers.
So, we're about 10 minutes away, folks, till we touch down. No, sorry, take about 20 minutes. So, if you still want to get in for your donations to win a TFDI PAC-X add-on, you can do. There's no minimum donation on this flight. However, obviously, we always suggest about a £5. That's kind of nice. And you go into the pot, and we will draw when we land. And all the money goes to the Lullaby Trust. It doesn't go to us.
Absolutely. JS Gaming says, do pilots have to abide by the seatbelt signs as well?
Yes. Well, yes, basically. Pilots have to wear their seatbelts all the time. So you can't take it off completely. That's why I actually still have my lap belt on, which is just what I'm used to doing anyway. But it's a 5-point harness, obviously, so it can be, you know, the crotch strap is always supposed to be in as well. But otherwise, the shoulder straps can be taken off for comfort.
Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo.
Afternoon, Tom.
To the south parallel hill, runway 24 right. Be vector.
Afternoon.
Point heading of 0905. And let me know when you got that set up.
Put that one in. Let's do it. Why not?
Britannia 767, turn left heading 330.
All is good in the world of Simfest. Thank you, Tom.
Heading 330, Britannia 767.
Favourite man in the top right. Ah, Simon's got a fan.
Well, that's very kind of you,
The top
Tom.
right, that's
Simon.
there. No, I know. No, it's Simon. I was like, is it up there? I was trying to do the Celebrity Squares thing. Is he up there, or is he up there? Is he up?
I am literally above and to your right, or in fact, if you point towards the right window. There you go. That's it.
That's Simon up there.
I see the airport. Mephiston, £5. Let's see if Chewwy can beat his last landing score. I mean, considering I couldn't see out the window, I'd like to think. Well, I got 20.
Oh no, that's okay.
Which, considering I couldn't see, I'll take. I think my best so far Worldflight this year is 82.68. I think that's my best at the moment.
I think whatever I got into Mexico City is my best, which kind of speaks volumes about my flying skill. About 86 or something.
What's the worst this year? Well, we've had zeros. Lath did get
some justified, some not.
Yes, we did get Lath did get a 21 with no issues with the aircraft or visuals. So I think that might be the worst. Yeah, I did get a 20, but I couldn't bloody well see out the window, so...
58 right 210, join localized.
Codeman Virtual, £5, thank you very much. Just because you are coming in from KLIT to bot for bottom.
Perfect.
There we go, thank
We
you.
are, in fact, inbound bottom, and I need to get a picture of it.
Bottom.
No, it's bottom.
Oh, bottom. Bottom. Oh, bottom. Wait, English word. Bodum.
Bodum.
It's Bodum.
10 for 8.3 nautical miles from entering bottom. Oh, we've got that darn bug where the night lighting around Toronto's faffed.
How can you tell?
Black squares. It only happens around Toronto and LA, and it is a bug between black marble night lighting and Orbex.
Oh.
And it is very annoying. So apologies if you see random black squares and things on the scenery, folks.
Coming ready.
Lovely.
210 and contact tower Canada 4058. See ya.
Sunwing 6 Juliet Delta, right turn heading 150.
Right heading 150, Sunwing 6 Jet Delta.
Qantas 748, descend 6,000.
Checked.
Yep.
Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo, descend 3,000.
710 3,000, any speed restriction?
Nope, speed restriction.
Thanks.
Maps 1, please.
Maps 1.
Crooner 777 says if you get rid of the Toronto land class, that fixes that.
Toronto land class?
Kenny 767, you're number 1 for the trip on
yeah.
that side tower.
Oh, there's a fix for... Oh, if you get rid of the LC, it fixes it. Okay.
Great job, sir. Bye-bye.
Very good this evening. It's afternoon.
Canada. I mean, the US were fine, but Canada ATC is superb.
748, left turn heading 040.
Left 040, corner 748.
Speed 47 Charlie, send 6,000.
6,000 speed at 47 Charlie.
Because 4058, still on frequency tower 1870.
Yeah, flight Tampa Toronto, that's it. That's the one we're landing into.
At the tower.
I think it's either 7 or 35, so that's why I put 118 in just because it's that, but I don't know if it was 35 or 7. Cause it's,
oh, what? Because it's a two.
there's
two
two
towers,
on the chart, yeah,
oh,
two on the chart. So I just wanted to. Yeah. Thank you though.
What does perb mean?
Perb.
Perb?
New Zealand 1022, left turn heading 260.
Where can you see perb?
24 right.
Matt Crosspello, mate, good afternoon, and Dan, thanks, buddy. I hope so.
A donation here for £2. El Plagiato, we all count on you. Counting on you, Chewwy.
And you can go
I just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
Thanks very much, mate. El Plagiato is the lucky winner of the first Flight Deck Solutions CDU.
Oh,
and I believe we're going to be giving away a second
found
one.
another £2 in my pants from El Plagiato again. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, oh well, thank you, Matt. Oh well. South side is 0.35. Okay. So we'll be on that. Well, it depends on. I don't know if they've got both on.
Engine off 28, left turn heading 060 to 75.
Oh, superb.
Oh.
Superb for ATC. It may just not come through on the microphone.
1022, just confirm you are going to the south parallel 24 right.
Little gating issue.
Correct.
No worries, just
Gotta love a good gate.
You off your right side, 737 on the north parallel.
Oh, it's good to be back, Matt. Yeah. If they've got South Tower open yet.
Let's have a look, shall we? They do not. It is 1187.
Hi, Jeff.
Interesting, there's no delivery on at the moment. Hello, Jeffrey.
Are you happy at because VNAV Path is leaving us at 7-4?
Oh, sorry. Thank
No,
you.
it's okay. No, don't worry. I'm
noticed
just
that.
checking if you were happy with that. Whether you wanted to.
I don't know how many track miles we're going to get, but
330. Good rate down to 3,000, please.
6,000, left turn 330 from Chewwy.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, descend 3,000.
3,000 Speedbird 47 Charlie.
See, so Simfest needs to happen every week, weirdly increasing my uni work productivity. Well, I'm glad we're having a positive influence.
Great.
I mean, it's not very often that we're said to have a positive influence on anything, really.
Jeff is here. Jeff is here.
Oh, it's Jeff. Pogs, get your pogs in the chat, guys. Jeff's here.
748, left turn heading 150.
Other Speedbird 47 Charlie call sign. It is the best.
I don't know his name, obviously. Else I could go, Jeffrey, whoever. It's Jeff 23481.
Agent Squash. Agent Squash has had the opposite, so normal service is resumed.
Oh, really, Matt? Oh.
Localizer 24 right.
Offering 270 to Jet the Plaza 24 right from Jet 1 Bravo.
No problem, Tristan. Tristan, thank you very much.
It's a very good friend of mine from many years.
Sound like Rolly Burke again.
Known each other for a very long time.
We'll land the plane.
Served in the war. The smell was just terrible.
Yeah.
American 3350.
Now flies the 777. He flew 747. Oh, really? He flew one of them into the Cotswolds. Nice.
Where's Big Dave? Mr. Potter has been joining us remotely.
Mr. Potter is a father now, and with the current restrictions in the UK, wasn't able to join us.
Rachel and a Daisy.
Do I prefer the Speedbird 47 Charlie call sign or my own one? I do quite like the Kessel and the Falcon call sign.
What's your call sign?
So for the Chewwy Airlines, it's Falcon for the Millennium Falcon.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then for Chewwy Cargo, it's Kessels in the Kessel Run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the Kessel Run?
So it's the thing that Millennium Falcon did. It did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Is kind of the thing. If you watch the Solo movie, you'll find out more. Right. Yeah. So it's Kessel. So both Star Wars references.
330. Good rate down to 3000, please.
Yeah, we'll continue 3000 and left 330 degrees. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
TO 77 descend 3000.
3000, TO 77.
Now 28.
That's right, press it, doesn't it?
To correction 170.
Right, gives us a few extra miles. A bit extra.
I have seen Star Wars, not for a very long time.
I'll pretend to only be mildly disappointed.
Spacing's looking good with traffic ahead. Tower 18.7 passing Noah. Thanks for your help.
18.7 at Noah from Jet 1 Bravo. Great job, sir.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, you can continue that left turn for me, heading 270 to join localizer 24 right.
270 degrees to join the localizer 24 right, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
This is all very anti-faff.
This is going swimmingly well,
yeah.
Isn't it? The INV is identified.
Yeah, speed's your discretion. You
Canada ATC.
6 miles behind the
there we go.
Continue right turn now, heading of 210 to join the localizer runway 23.
Right, heading 210 and...
I mean, look at this. Very nice.
Yeah. They know what they're doing here.
We're looking forward to our vodka, boys.
It's on the way. It's on the way.
Arrival today, Neptune 11 Whiskey with you, 14,000, sending 12,000.
Neptune 11 Whiskey, thanks, Sadis is Golf now, landing runway 23, descend 8,000, heading 150 heading.
Localizer is armed.
Heading 150.
What are you looking at, sorry? Other airplanes?
Yeah, just see the airport.
Ah, good.
See the leading lights thing.
Attention, 28 on that heading intercept, leave 4.
Twinjet, I'm a bit stymied actually on this sector.
Stymied?
Just in relation to entertainment subs. Well, I mean, some would say I was stymied in relation to entertainment generally, but some other in other respects, because the technical side of things that allows me to access some of the buttons and switches.
Of course, because you can't team viewer in, you can't even do it anyway, can you?
Indeed.
How long has the flight been? An hour and 56 minutes.
999, thanks, runway 23. Actually, we'll change it up. 24 right will work better for me. Runway 24 right, descend 8,000, the ATIS is Golf.
Lovely, 13 miles and all looking good.
I'm sure the situation will be rectified at before the end of the week.
6-inch rail with a 737.
Okay, 170 knots on the speed, speedbird 47 Charlie.
Thank you.
Charlie, thank you. Number 2 for the field, tower 18-7, we'll see you.
18-7, speedbird 47 Charlie, thanks.
And factor 10 as well, please. Whoever that controller is, if you're watching the stream, make yourself known to me. I want to send you a thank you card. That was very, very good.
Yeah. Tower, hello, speedbird 47 Charlie, 11 miles, 24 right.
Working below the flat 5 speed, flat 1 out.
Tower, good morning. Continue to approach your number 2.
Continue to approach number 2, speedbird 47 Charlie.
I had called for flap 10 though. Is that not allowed?
The problem was that you put the bug down into the yellow band before the yellow band disappeared into the flat 10
I
thing.
didn't even see that.
Do you want to arm approach just because it's coming in? We only cleared localizer, but I'm assuming we're cleared for the full ILS. Just as a note, because I saw it coming down.
Lovely day.
Is that Orbex scenery? It'll be Orbex, but there's a bug with Orbex and black marble night lighting, which is causing the black textures, and then the airport is fly tamper. Yeah, Codeman or anybody else or any of the guys from VAT can, if you can let us know who that approach controller was. Horgy wants to give him a personal thanks, I think, because that was top notch. There's glide slope at 3000, which is the most missed approach altitude is set.
124.475, so it's whoever who's doing approach. Please pass on my thanks to him. Thank you very much. Let's go get down, please.
Get down.
Flaps 20.
Flaps 20.
We're 6 miles behind. Let's keep 170 for now. Donation!
Simple Enigma Gaming, £5. Thanks for keeping me occupied at work. Our absolute pleasure.
Another
Thank you.
donation.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
GP, £5. We know you can do this, Chewwy. Beat that 86 score. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure.
No pressure. I'll do my best.
Flaps 25, please.
Flaps 25.
Charlie,
Pass your message to 47 Charlie.
47 Charlie, are you able to slow down the minimum speeds, or are you already there?
Yeah, we can slow down now to approach speed 47 Charlie.
Roger, thank you.
Right, so yeah, landing checklist, please.
Landing checklist, speed brake,
is not armed.
landing gear,
Down.
flaps,
25.
cabin report.
Received.
That's your landing checklist complete, sir. Land 3's armed.
No
land 3, check.
At this point, I guess the Airbus would go.
Yeah.
Interesting that land 3 remains enunciated.
Well,
yeah.
it's disappeared again.
It went land 2,
okay.
and then came back land 3. Yeah.
Gremlins.
Trying to think why it's done that.
It did say this morning when we started. I'm not sure why it might be.
Got about 13 knots. I don't know if we want to add a couple on.
I can't remember what you said the wind was, but there we go.
Man land, stable, I have control.
You have controls. Here we go.
Flight director off, please.
Here we go, here we go.
Aussie 121, heavy contact, Toronto departure now 128.8, see you. 128.8, Aussie 121, thanks, bye-bye.
I'm kind of half ignoring that, because we've got 2 white, 2 red on the Pappies.
500 feet. Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh, we got someone away in the departure gap, that was good.
47 Charlie, heavy to wind is 13007, clear line, run 24 right.
Cleared land 248, speedbird 47 Charlie.
50 above. Decide.
Continue.
Checked. This looks good. That looks really good. Idle reverse is deployed, sir.
Thank you. Let's keep it on the centre.
Oh, what?
Oh.
No, I don't think
I think it was maybe a little bit heavy.
I don't think there was anything wrong with that at all.
Oh well.
They look pretty nice from here.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, welcome to Toronto, exit right when able and contact ground air 121.65. We'll see you later.
Okay, right, ground point 65, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Thank you very much for your service.
Oh well. Mind your brakes.
Caveat 4, yes, we use real world weather.
Alrighty, Qantas 748,
Auto
Terminal
brakes.
3 via hotel, cross 15 left, 15 right, Bravo, Alpha Juliet, apron at your discretion.
Charlie 4.
Alright, hotel, cost runway 16.
Scoot up here to the right.
Yep.
71, allow hold short of Delta, give way to the Tomjet.
Hold position, no give way to Tomjet.
Ground hello, Speedbird 47 Charlie, vacated Charlie 4.
15 left, 15 right, Bravo, Alpha Juliet.
15 left, 15 right, Bravo and Juliet, Qantas 740.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, vacated Charlie 4.
Allow 50, correction, allow 5.
I hold here for a sec because I don't know whether they want us on Charlie or Delta.
Don't hit the allow in front of you, you're going to
and then pop that back for you.
Alpha 5 taxi, full right.
Super 47 Charlie, Toronto ground, good morning, where are you parked today?
I have no idea. Let's go somewhere.
Terminal
There's a
1.
twin jet 74, Terminal 1 maybe? Oh, so somewhere around there.
If you want to go Terminal 1, you can go Terminal 1, taxi via Delta, cross 33 right, Alpha, Alpha Juliet, apron at your discretion.
Okay, Delta and cross 33, Alpha, Alpha Juliet, apron our discretion. Speedbird 47 Charlie, thank you.
Alpha Juliet's pretty far down.
To the apron behind the Belair, or Britannia, correction. And Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo,
Okay.
Fort Alpha Lima, your number.
So we'll cross 33
4 into the apron.
onto Alpha.
Captain
and then
around it, we
we'll just find some
departed
convenient
from
place perhaps.
Little
And then after
Bill
landing.
and Hillary Clinton International
Your next
Airport.
right onto Alpha Kilo.
Next right, Alpha Kilo for Britannia 767, sorry sir.
Ground Stevens 4 Heavy on the cover A1 FedEx is ready to taxi to runway 23.
Thank you.
We have information calls.
Stephen 4, taxi runway 23 via Juliet Echo, Juliet, cross 15 left, 15 right, hold short 23, altimeter 3012.
Lovely. Yeah, not the best landing score, but we're down safely. It seemed okay.
A couple of it's a donation that came right in the middle of the landing print.
Oh, really?
£2. Nice landing. GG and welcome to Toronto. Thank you. Oh, pleasure, answer. So the scores on the doors, the main gear 423 feet per minute.
Okay.
Didn't seem, it seemed alright. Nose gear 167, that was alright. Pitch 4.1.
Okay.
I don't know.
Could it have been the offset? Was the offset there?
No, 14 metres.
Oh, that's the why. That'll be why the score's low then. 14 metres.
Right.
So that's why the score's low.
Okay.
14 metres. Because I mean, we weren't 14 metres off the centre line, were we?
No, not at all.
That's why then. Okay, right. I feel a bit better now.
Good morning, Antonov 28 Heady.
So we said, was it Bravo?
Delta, Alpha.
Where are you parked today?
Cargo west disabled.
We've crossed 33, have we?
Yeah, we've just crossed 33.
So that's Bravo, so it's the
And then
next
this is
one.
Alpha. I might go. Should we go next to the Qantas and go Alpha
Oh,
Lima?
is it Qantas? Oh god, I called it Twinjet. Oh dear. Yeah. That's probably why he gave us Alpha Juliet. So I'll
Can we just ask if we can go Alpha Lima because there's other aircraft here.
Alpha Mike, that'll be after the Air New Zealand.
Yeah.
The ramp, thank you, Antonov 28.
Speedbird 47 Charlie. We're on Alpha. We're going to cut behind the Air New Zealand through Alpha Mike to the ramp, if that's approved.
47 Charlie, fan.
We're just going to take the next right here to the ramp. Is that okay, Speedbird 47 Charlie?
As long as you don't hit the New Zealand, that's there. Go.
Perfect. No, we'll make sure we don't. Thank you.
He's going on. Yeah, we'll go in between them, shall we? Thank you.
Tower 187, have good morning.
Contact Tower 187.
That was fun. I enjoyed that one.
That was most enjoyable.
Thank you,
Most
Horgy.
pleasing. Thank you.
We released the crew.
Is Chewwy's pinky not strong enough to idle number 4?
And Tomjet 1 Victor Bravo, continue to the ramp.
Continue to the run, thanks. Someone Victor Bravo.
Love this thing. One 7-4.
Clear on the right.
Thank you.
Ah, what a lovely aeroplane that is. I'm gonna
Air
take a
New
picture.
Zealand on the right. Yeah, I'll slow down. Qantas 7-4 on the left. Got it?
Yeah.
So we are going to be drawing the winner of the giveaway. We're giving away a TFDI Pack X bit of software. once we shut engines down, that's when the giveaway will end. So you've got approximately, I don't know, 10 more seconds.
He's parked that perfectly. If you're watching the Air New Zealand, that is very good parking.
I wonder if this is going to work. We'll see.
Don't know. Maybe not. Oh.
Okay, all right.
It does work. Right,
it
we
does
have
work,
stopped.
but a little bit aggressively. Parking brake set.
Is that right?
That's off, but the other one is. Yeah, that's correct. And then shutdown, please. I could have asked for 2 and 3 off. But... Oh. Lovely. There you go, folks.
Here we are. Landing pilot Chewwy.
Subject 1 Victor Bravo. Did I give you Alpha Lima or Alpha Juliet?
Send.
Alpha Juliet.
Copy. That makes more sense. Thanks.
And ground speedbirds.
Did you steal your gate? No, you didn't steal your gate at all. It's perfect because we got the Qantas. We were going to go to the left of the Qantas, and then you nicely went there. So
yeah, we were admiring your parking, DJ Panther. Actually,
it was perfect.
Is that DJ Panther?
Yeah, that's DJ Panther there.
Very good.
If you DJ Panther, if you want, if you're on Discord, Horgy's got a picture of you parking up, so we can send it to you.
Yeah, well.
So shutdown checklist then, please.
Shutdown checks. Parking brake.
Is set. Yep, set.
Hydraulic demand pumps.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Beacon.
Off.
Doors. Oh, God. Open the doors, please.
Will be auto, but going to manual shortly.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Transponder.
Is 2000 off and off.
Seatbelt signs.
Is off.
Alrighty, sounds good to me. Take a 7 taxi. Terminal 3 via Charlie 2, Charlie, Alpha Juliet.
Tom,
the leaf blower, I think, or something.
Fraser
that sounded scary.
Lathe next
Fraser and
up.
Lathe. Cool. That is shutdown checklist complete then, if you're happy, I think. Got the external power available to us.
I will put the... Is the air in? The air's in, isn't it? I
Yeah.
don't have to do anything.
So.
And this should all do it itself. There we go.
I think we're good. Brilliant. That was fun. Right. Okay then. Horgy sire, would you like to pull the winner of the TFTI packet software?
Hands, but I'll try.
Give it a go.
Your master, John Williams. Oh, I have something. And it is...
Good morning. Where are you parking today?
Buddy93.
Buddy93 with a £10 donation.
My
Thank
dream
you very
team
much.
is flying. Have a nice flight. We
Hey.
did. Buddy93, are you in the chat? BUDY93.
Alrighty, taxi terminal 3 via...
Or you want to pull the winner? Well, we've exited CLIT and gone in via bottom, so you know. Who knows what could come in next.
Buddy93 is not in the channel.
That's fine, we can send them a whisper.
We will send him a whisper. That's who we're looking for. We'll put you in the spreadsheet. And yeah, anyone else obviously who's donated £15 or more, you get cups and stuff. Make sure you put your details on for the Simfest prizes.
Yeah, yeah. Great, Simon, thanks for...
Yeah, so please fill out the form. There we go.
There we go,
Thank you,
Twinjet's got it. Brilliant. I think that's it. There we go. Simon, thank you very much for joining us. That was a pleasure, as always, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you.
I don't know if we've got a social secretary for the next leg.
Might have.
But yeah, we're off to Gander next, where the weather is going to be interesting. It's a long flight, but you do not want to miss the landing into Gander. So they'll be in shortly. I think we're bang on schedule. So.
Yeah. And
we'll,
I believe
we'll
Matt Capazario will be taking over.
Lovely.
Benny, are you doing the spreadsheet? That's very, if you wouldn't mind, or do you want me to go and do it? Because we've got a bit of a computer faff out the back, which we've got to fix.
Yeah. Great. Thank you, Simon. Thank you all for watching, folks. We'll be back with the next crew off to Gander
in our
shortly.
next episode.
In the next
Bye.
episode. Bye.
We'll